Chapter 773. Who are you? How dare you break into the Liang family's residence in the middle of the night? You must be tired of living. As soon as Qin Feng entered the house, he sent the Liang family's main doors flying with a kick. The two doors smashed into the windows of the main house opposite, creating a large hole in one of the walls. Such a huge commotion quickly attracted the attention of the Liang family's guards. Suddenly, 6 shadows leaped out of the darkness. The 6 guards roared angrily and swung their fists at Qin Feng. Qin Feng, be careful. By the time Su Qiuyu sensed the danger, Qin Feng had already dashed out. Su Qiuyu only heard a few screams in midair. She didn't know when Qin Feng had returned to her side. Are you okay? Su Qiuyu was a stage 4 enrich martial artist. In a small place like Sky City, a stage 4 enrich martial artist was very powerful. However, since she followed Qin Feng tonight, Su Qiuyu's little heart had suffered a heavy blow. She didn't even see Qin Feng's movements clearly before the battle was over. Bang, 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 bang. The 6 guards landed in different corners of the courtyard, and the ringing of bells did not stop. The Liang family's old mansion was originally immersed in darkness, but the lights in a dozen or so rooms were lit up one after another. In less than a minute, people ran out of their rooms. What the hell are they doing in the middle of the night? Why aren't they sleeping? The first to come out was Liang Hui's son, Liang Kai. Relying on his family's power, Liang Kai was usually an arrogant and despotic rich second generation in the capital. It would be strange if Liang Kai didn't stomp his feet when his sweet dreams were disturbed in the middle of the night. After Liang Kai came out, people ran out of the other rooms one after another. Big brother Kai, what's going on? Are our guards having sex in the courtyard in the middle of the night? A young man about the same age as Liang Kai ran to Liang Kai's side. He was Liang Chao, Liang Su's son. Who knows? I just came out. If the guards are really messing around in the courtyard, I'll beat them to death. Liang Kai rolled his eyes at Liang Chao and roared angrily. What the hell? These damn guards eat our Liang family's food every day, use our Liang family's things, and have sex in the middle of the night? The most infuriating thing is that they didn't call me along. These guards really need to be taught a lesson. Liang Chao also complained. The Liang family members who came out from the other houses couldn't figure out the situation for a while. Everyone whispered to each other and discussed all kinds of things. The old master of the Liang family, Liang Qitian, had already walked out of the main residence. Just now, when Qin Feng kicked the Liang family's 2 large iron doors, they crashed into the wall of the main residence. Liang Qitian was sleeping soundly when he suddenly felt the house shake violently. He thought it was an earthquake in the middle of the night, so he hurriedly ran out. What's going on? Why did everyone come out? Was it really an earthquake? Nothing happened to anyone, right? Liang Qitian just ran out of the house and saw that the courtyard was full of people. He thought that it was an earthquake. When the 6 guards who were sent flying by Qin Feng heard Liang Qitian's words, they almost fainted from anger. The 6 of them forcefully propped themselves up and quickly ran over. Liang family patriarch, be careful. Someone has intruded into the Liang family mansion. One of the guards shouted, scaring everyone in the Liang family into chaos. What? Someone trespassed into our Liang family? Where is he? Why can't I see him? Who ran in here? Is he a thug? Quick, arrest him. Someone. The Liang family's relatives were all cowards. When they heard that someone had broken into their house, they acted as if they had seen a ghost. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. A gust of wind blew in the night sky, and dozens of black shadows surrounded them. They were all the guards of the Liang family. Liang family patriarch, we're late. We've made everyone worried. More than 20 guards surrounded the Liang family. Soon, they discovered Qin Feng and Su Qiuyu's presence. The 2 of them were standing in a dark corner. The Liang family was in a state of shock, so they didn't notice Qin Feng and Su Qiuyu for a while. Who are you? Tell me your name. How dare you break into the Liang family in the middle of the night? How dare you? The guards yelled at Qin Feng arrogantly. Qin Feng had changed his appearance to Qiao Feng. He looked at the row of guards and said, I'm here to discuss business with Liang Qitian. If the rest of you don't want to be beaten, You can leave now. Qin Feng's calm voice set off a storm in the hearts of the Liang family. Qin Feng's words were too arrogant. Since the establishment of the Liang family, this was the first time they met someone as arrogant as Qin Feng. How dare you? You're talking nonsense. You're asking for a beating. When the guards saw the Liang family patriarch's face darkened, they pounced at Qin Feng in fear. The 10 guards turned into 10 black shadows and flickered, while the remaining guards continued to protect the Liang family members. Su Qiuyu was nervous, but before she could warn Qin Feng, the air was filled with violent collision sounds. Bang! 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 Qin Feng's figure appeared in the crowd. His iron fists were like a tiger. Wherever his fists passed, there seemed to be thunder and tiger roars. The special Thunder Tiger fists were unstoppable and as fast as lightning. The 10 guards of the Liang family couldn't react in time, and all of them were hit by Qin Feng's fists. They fell to the ground and couldn't get up. Qin Feng's fighting speed was very fast. It was so fast that it seemed like the fight was over before it even started. The Liang family members watched this scene with their mouths agape. Many of them forgot to breathe. They felt like they were still in a daze. Who are you? Why did you come to my Liang family to cause trouble? Liang Qitian felt a little guilty. Half of the 10 guards were stage 4 inner chi martial artists, and 2 of them were stage 6 inner chi experts. However, such a strong team couldn't even withstand one move from Qin Feng. It made Liang Qitian's heart turn cold. Who I am isn't important. What's important is that I want to talk to you about something. Qin Feng looked at Liang Qitian indifferently. A few minutes ago, Qin Feng said he wanted to talk to Liang Qitian. At that time, the Liang family members stared at Qin Feng with disdain. They obviously looked down on Qin Feng and thought he was not qualified to talk to the elder. Now that Qin Feng had stated his purpose, the Liang family members shut their mouths and didn't dare to let out a fart. What? What do you want to talk about? Liang Qitian asked with a trembling voice. I want to talk about your Liang family's Liangyao group. I want you to hand over all your shares of Liangyao Group and let Su Qin Pharmaceuticals buy your medical group, Qin Feng said with a serious expression. He had always been serious when it came to business. Whoosh! The crowd immediately started discussing. Liangyao Group was the capital for the Liang family to enjoy the life of a rich young master. If the medical group was sold, everyone would have nothing to eat in the future. Although the Liang family members were somewhat fearful of Qin Feng's skills, they clearly didn't plan on backing down on this matter. Stinking brat, what the fuck are you talking about? You want Su Qin Pharmaceuticals to swallow up our Liangyao Group? Is there something wrong with your brain? Liang Kai was used to being arrogant. At this time, he lost his temper and roared at Qin Feng. Qin Feng's gaze shifted to Liang Kai. He interrupted him and asked, What? It seems like you have an opinion? Liang Kai relied on the Liang family's numbers and was not afraid of Qin Feng. He said frivolously, Of course I have an opinion. I'm warning you, don't think that you can be in my Liang family just because you know some mediocre martial arts. Whoosh. Liang Kai's arrogant voice stopped abruptly halfway through his shout. There was a crisp sound of wind in the air. A white light flashed in the air. The Liang family's dozen or so guards looked at the white light flickering in confusion. No one reacted at all. Ah! And my legs? Ah! My legs are gone? Liang Kai's heart-wrenching scream suddenly rang out. Everyone hurriedly looked at him. They saw Liang Kai's calf, which had been cut off at the knee, fell to the side. Liang Kai's remaining leg was kneeling on the ground, and the ground was bleeding like a river. This scene was strange and bloody. Many of the Liang family members screamed involuntarily. Even Su Qiuyu covered her mouth in fear. She quickly closed her eyes and didn't dare to watch anymore. Does anyone else have an opinion? You can raise it all at once. After Qin Feng cut off Liang Kai, he glanced at the Liang family members calmly, as if he wasn't the one who cut off Liang Kai's legs. The people of the Liang family gasped. They could no longer remain calm. When they looked at Qin Feng, their eyes were filled with terror. The people of the Liang family felt that Qin Feng was simply a demon that crawled out from hell. His attacks were too cruel and ruthless. You! How dare you be so cruel to my grandson? Capture him! Capture him! I want to tear him into pieces and feed his lowly flesh to the wild dogs. The rage in Liang Qitian's heart exploded when he saw Liang Kai's miserable state. The Liang family was one of the 5 small families in the provincial capital. They were powerful and had many experts. Liang Qitian had never been threatened like this. Even if he had to fight to the death, he had to capture Qin Feng. Otherwise, the Liang family would lose face in the provincial capital in the future. Whoosh! Whoosh! Liang Qitian's roar was as loud as thunder. More than a dozen black shadows appeared in the void. They were obviously the new guards of the Liang family. Compared to the guards who had arrived at the beginning of the battle, this group of people was much stronger. There was even a Stage 8 enrich expert among them. What's going on, Grand Elder? An old man in a black training suit leaped to Liang Qitian's side. He was the only Stage 8 enrich expert among the guards. Liang Qitian's confidence was immediately boosted when he saw the old man. He pointed at Qin Feng and yelled, "Elder Zhang, go and capture that stinking brat." He broke into the Liang family's old mansion and injured Liang Kai. Elder Zhang was the #1 guard of the Liang family. He held a high position in the Liang family. Even the direct descendants of the Liang family had to greet him respectfully as Uncle Zhang when they saw him. The rest of the Liang family members became arrogant when they saw Uncle Zhang. It was as if they had caught a straw in the water. Uncle Zhang, that brat is too arrogant. He threatened to destroy the Liang family. He even threatened Grandpa to hand over the Liang Yao group's shares. He even cut off Liang Kai's big brother Tang's legs. He's ruthless. Uncle Zhang, you must chop him into pieces. The Liang family members kept saying that Qin Feng was ruthless and ruthless, but the words they shouted were even more bloody. They said they would chop Qin Feng into pieces and dismember him into pieces. Uncle Zhang swept a glance at Liang Kai, who was lying in a pool of blood. His eyes burned with fury. Uncle Zhang glared at Qin Feng and bellowed with disdain. "You audacious brat! How dare you injure young Master Liang Kai in the Liang family's old mansion? I'll give you a chance to live. Kneel on the ground, kowtow to the Liang family, and apologize. Then, cut off your arms and legs, and I'll spare your life." Uncle Zhang had already sized Qin Feng up. He saw that Qin Feng was young and didn't emit a powerful aura. Obviously, Uncle Zhang did not take Qin Feng seriously. Su Qiuyu ran to Qin Feng's side. She could feel Uncle Zhang's powerful aura. She began to worry about Qin Feng again. Why is Qin Feng so disobedient? Why did he come to the Liang family alone to cause trouble? In Su Qiuyu's eyes, Qin Feng was courting death. Chapter 774. Qin Feng, leave now. I'll hold him off for a while. Su Qiuyu pulled Qin Feng behind her and used her slender body to protect him. Colin, if you like to play and watch, come here. Qin Feng felt a surge of warmth in his heart. He pulled Su Qiuyu behind him again and said, "Be a good girl and stand at the back. There's a man here, so there's no need for a woman like you to step in." Qin Feng's voice was cold and resolute. He didn't allow Su Qiuyu to question him. Su Qiuyu stood behind Qin Feng. Her beautiful eyes glistened with tears as she stared at Qin Feng's tall and sturdy back. Su Qiuyu suddenly realized that she had become so fragile ever since she met Qin Feng. "You're going to die soon. Why are you still putting up a strong front? If you kneel down and kowtow 30 times, I'll spare your woman's life." Uncle Zhang glared at Qin Feng impatiently. Liang Chao had long been attracted to Su Qiuyu's beauty. He shouted excitedly, "Uncle Zhang, how dare that brat cut off Brother Tang's legs? I'll teach him a lesson on behalf of Brother Tang. Uncle Zhang, help me catch that brat. I'll fuck his woman in front of him." Liang Chao looked at Su Qiuyu lecherously. His eyes were glued to Su Qiuyu's breasts. Su Qiuyu furrowed her brows when she saw Liang Chao's perverted look. Shrum! A crisp sound of wind whistled through the air without warning. A white light flashed in the air. Uncle Zhang's expression changed drastically. He was one step too late when he realized something was wrong and was about to make a move. Ouch! Liang Chao, who was standing 10 meters away from Qin Feng, suddenly let out a blood-curdling scream. His scream was even more tragic than the sound of a pig being slaughtered. Ah! My eyes! My eyes! Ouch! My eyes are blind. I can't see anything. The strange aura in the air became more and more intense. In front of them, there was a flash of white light, and then Liang Kai's legs were cut off at the knees. Now, there was another flash of white light, and Liang Chao's eyes were bleeding. Old Zhang, what's going on? Liang Qitian's voice trembled even more, and he was already covered in goosebumps. Qin Feng had blinded Liang Chao in front of Uncle Zhang, which made Uncle Zhang lose a lot of face. He didn't understand the situation, so he could only brace himself and charge forward. Kid, you're courting death. Rubble. When Uncle Zhang's fist was 5 to 6 meters away from Qin Feng, the wind howled in the air. Su Qiuyu, who was standing behind Qin Feng, screamed in fear. Qin Feng stood motionlessly with his hands behind his back. When Uncle Zhang's fist was less than an arm's length away from him, Qin Feng punched out. Bang! The special Thunder Tiger fist brought about the roar of a tiger and the roar of thunder. In an instant, Qin Feng suppressed the ferocious tiger in Uncle Zhang's fist. He displayed the full strength of a Stage 8 inner chi cultivator. However, this wasn't just the aura of a Stage 8 inner chi cultivator. It was the aura of a Stage 9 inner chi cultivator. Uncle Zhang's expression changed drastically. Before he could react, a powerful airflow violently exploded on his fist and directly sent Uncle Zhang flying. Thud! Uncle Zhang flew dozens of meters away like a kite with a broken string. In the end, he crashed into the wall of the Liang family's residence and fell to the ground. Uncle Zhang, a Stage 8 inner chi cultivator, was defeated by Qin Feng with a single punch. The Liang family members' jaws dropped to the ground. Su Qiuyu was also stunned. Although she couldn't see through Uncle Zhang's strength, she knew that he was a powerful existence. Qin Feng sent Uncle Zhang flying with a single punch. What realm was Qin Feng at? The atmosphere instantly froze. The Liang family members didn't dare to speak, so Qin Feng broke the silence. Does anyone have any objections to my suggestion? Qin Feng's voice was calm, but it sounded like a demon's roar to the Liang family members. The Liang family's #1 bodyguard, Uncle Zhang, was defeated. No one in the Liang family was a match for Qin Feng. Liang Qitian's heart trembled. He didn't expect a small Su family in Sky City to find such a powerful person. Young hero, the Liang family has no enmity with you. I hope you can take a step back for the sake of the Liang family's reputation as one of the 5 small families in the provincial capital. Liang Yao Group is the foundation of the Liang family. If you want to take away the foundation of the Liang family, it's the same as taking away our lives. Liang Qitian's tone of voice had changed. It had changed from a strong and contemptuous tone to a pleading tone. Qin Feng didn't have a good impression of the Liang family. First, Liang Sheng went to Acropolis City to pester Zhao Lingxian. Later, Liang Sheng wanted to assassinate Qin Feng. Then, Liang Zhenwei fell in love with Zhao Lingxian. In the end, Qin Feng killed Liang Zhenwei in anger. Be it Liang Yu, Liang Hui, Liang Su, or even Liang Kai, who had his leg cut off, and Liang Chao, who was blind, they were all people who relied on the power of their family clans. They were used to bullying others and being arrogant. They brought this upon themselves. You're right. Since you value Liang Yao Group so much, then I might as well be straightforward and kill all of you. That way, you won't have to make such a difficult decision. Don't you think so? Qin Feng smiled at Liang Qitian, scaring him so much that he almost fell. Qin Feng's skills were too strange. He was more than 10 meters away, but he could cut off your legs and blind your eyes in a breath's time. Liang Qitian didn't hesitate at all. He was afraid that if he hesitated for a second, his hands would suddenly disappear. Young hero, spare me. I am willing to give up my shares in Liang Yao Group. I'm willing to hand over all the medical companies under the Liang family. I only ask that you let the Liang family live. Just a second ago, Liang Qitian had sworn to defend the Liang Yao Group with a strong sense of righteousness. But at the moment when death really approached him, the old man changed his mind in an instant. This was the cunning of a big family. He changed his face faster than flipping a book. Hearing Liang Qitian's decision, the Liang family sighed. However, no one had any objections. They were all greedy for life and afraid of death. Even if they were extremely unwilling, no one dared to say it to Qin Feng's face. Su Qiuyu was completely shocked. In her eyes, the Liang family was such a high and mighty family. Liang Yao Group had been established for decades and had long become the overlord of China's medical industry. Su Qiuyu was still mentally and physically exhausted at the auction this afternoon. She was still worrying about how to deal with and defeat the Liang family. In the end, in the evening, Qin Feng used less than half an hour to settle this almost impossible matter. Very good. This is the choice of a smart person. Qin Feng placed his hands behind his back. Since Liang Qitian had admitted defeat, Qin Feng didn't plan to kill him. Qin Feng gave Su Qiuyu a look, and she immediately walked up to him. Let me introduce to everyone. This is the female CEO of Su Qin Pharmaceuticals, Beauty Su Qiuyu. As for the subsequent handover of the shares, you can ask CEO Su to complete it, said Qin Feng. The crowd was stirred again. Su Qin Pharmaceuticals had recently become famous. Everyone present had heard of Su Qiuyu's name, but no one had seen her in person. At this time, the sky was dark, and Su Qiuyu had been standing behind Qin Feng. Only then did the Liang family realize that this woman was Su Qiuyu. Liang Qitian seemed to have aged more than 10 years in an instant. His face was full of vicissitudes and exhaustion. A while ago, Liang Qitian felt the threat of Su Qin Pharmaceuticals, so he held a family meeting and asked the Liang family to deal with Su Qin Pharmaceuticals. He didn't expect them to come to him so quickly, and the person who came was so powerful. Everything is as you say, young hero. Liang Qitian had already accepted the fact, and he was like a deflated ball. Qin Feng continued, I forgot to tell everyone that my name is Qiao Feng, and I'm working for Dragon Sect. If you don't like me, or if you want to play rogue with me after today, you can go to Dragon Sect and settle the score with me. I welcome you at any time. Qin Feng took the initiative to reveal his identity, for no other reason than to suppress the Liang family, so that they wouldn't dare to play any tricks. Sure enough, once Qin Feng's identity as a member of Dragon Sect was exposed, the entire Liang family couldn't stay calm. Liang Qitian's expression changed drastically. He suddenly remembered that recently, a fierce person came to China's Dragon Sect, and he forced China's Zilong to issue a death invitation with him in Soaring Cloud Mansion. Now it seemed that this fierce person was Qiao Feng. Young hero Qiao, don't worry. I, Liang Qitian, am a man of my words. Liang Qitian instantly put away the little scheme in his heart. Although the Liang family was powerful, it was not worth mentioning in front of Dragon Sect. That better be the case. Qin Feng glanced at Liang Qitian with a smile. Then he swaggered out of the Liang family with Su Qiuyu in his arms. The Liang family watched them leave. No one dared to stand up and stop Qin Feng. Only after Qin Feng left for a while did they dare to take a deep breath of air. Dad, are we letting that brat go so easily? Are we really going to sell Liang Yao Group to Su Qin Pharmaceutical? Grandpa, that bastard is too arrogant. How can he leave unscathed after injuring our Liang family's people? I really can't take this lying down. Yeah, Grandpa. How can our Liang family afford to lose face like this? When Qin Feng was here, the Liang family was scared like a mouse seeing a cat. Now that Qin Feng was gone, these people began to jump up and down again. Liang Qitian fumed with anger and shouted at the crowd, You guys are not convinced, right? Go and kill that brat if you have the guts. Aren't you all very capable? You usually swagger around in the capital city and act like a tyrant. Why did you all die just now? If anyone dares to make a fuss, I'll kick him out of the family immediately. Liang Qitian was trembling all over. The Liang family immediately shut up and dared not make a sound. What are you waiting for? Hurry up and send Liang Kai and Liang Chao to the hospital. Are you waiting for them to die of blood loss? Qin Feng, you were too mean just now. How dare you pretend to be a member of the Dragon Sect to scare the Liang family? Those people are also stupid. They really believed you. Qin Feng and Su Qiuyu were already riding Flaming Dragon Horse to Sky City. Hearing Su Qiuyu's mischievous words, Qin Feng curled his lips and complained, I'm not bragging. Your man is now a member of China's Dragon Gate. My name, Qiao Feng, is famous in the capital. Qin Feng was always serious when he praised himself. Su Qiuyu was amused. Come on, are you going to say that you're the leader of the dragon sect later? Qin Feng patted his chest loudly and said proudly, Qiuyu, you have a good eye. I'm now the vice leader of the dragon sect Huang group. If you need anything in the future, just tell me. Su Qiuyu had known Qin Feng for a long time. She knew that Qin Feng was someone who talked big. Su Qiuyu obviously didn't believe Qin Feng. She laughed and convulsed, all right. If you keep boasting, this fine horse will fly into the sky. Qin Feng's face darkened. He lifted Su Qiuyu's elegant black skirt and said, You don't believe me. Su Qiuyu screamed in fear, but she quickly calmed down. She rolled her eyes at Qin Feng and said, I don't believe you. What can you do to me? As soon as Su Qiuyu finished her words, another scream rang out. Qin Feng picked Su Qiuyu up and turned her around in midair. Then, she sat in Qin Feng's arms. Flaming Dragon Horse seemed to realize what its master was going to do. It suddenly neighed and sped up. The jolting on the horse's back became more intense. Qin Feng used his mighty attacks to punish Su Qiuyu's soft body. Su Qiuyu felt like she was floating in the sky. She was very satisfied with Qin Feng's punishment method. Chapter 775. Ding! Congratulations, host Qin Feng, for defeating the Liang family in the provincial capital. The system rewards host Qin Feng 20,000 hedonist points. Host Qin Feng now has 100,000 hedonist points. When Qin Feng and Su Qiuyu returned to the Su family's mansion, the system notification rang in his mind. Now that Qin Feng had accumulated 100,000 hedonist points, he planned to upgrade the system interface when he had time. Big sister, big brother Qin Feng, you're back! Su Xiatian, who was sitting on the doorstep, pounced on Qin Feng and Su Qiuyu as soon as they entered the house. She was worried about Qin Feng and Su Qiuyu, so she stayed at the door all night. Xiatian, why are you sitting at the door? Don't catch a cold. Su Qiuyu hugged her little sister in her arms, and Qin Feng patted her head dotingly. Ah, Qin Feng and Qiuyu are back. Are you all right? Where did Qiuyu go? Su Haonan ran out of the room when he heard Xiatian's voice. Elder, Qiuyu is fine. Let's go back to the house first. It's cold outside. Qin Feng pushed the elder into the house with a smile on his face. The sisters followed behind Qin Feng. There was a sumptuous dinner on the dining table, and the dishes were in perfect condition. It seemed like the elder and Su Xiatian hadn't eaten yet. They were waiting for Qin Feng and Su Qiuyu's return. Grandpa, Xiatian, you haven't eaten yet, right? Qiuyu and I haven't either. We're starving. Qin Feng and Su Qiuyu were touched when they saw the dinner on the table. Qin Feng treated it like his own home and dragged everyone to the dining table. The food is cold. I'll heat it up in the kitchen. Su Qiuyu was elated by Qin Feng's arrival. She felt the warmth of a complete family. Big sister, I'll help you heat it up. Su Xiatian carried the dishes to the kitchen to help. The girl was so happy that she fluttered around like a little butterfly. Qin Feng and Su Haonan sat at the dining table and chatted. Qin Feng hadn't seen Su Haonan for a long time, so they had a lot to talk about. After a while, the aroma of the dishes wafted into their noses, and Qin Feng and Su Haonan swallowed their saliva. Big brother Qin Feng, this is the sweet and sour spare ribs I made. Can you try it? As soon as Su Xiatian brought the dishes to the table, she picked up a rib and placed it in Qin Feng's bowl. Su Qiuyu and Su Haonan smiled and didn't expose Xia Xiatian. The sweet and sour ribs were Su Haonan's specialty, but Su Xiatian only wanted to heat up a dish, and she made the sweet and sour ribs. It smells so good. Little sister Xiatian is becoming more and more capable. Qin Feng tasted the sweet and sour pork ribs. It tasted really good. Su Xiatian was so happy that she danced with joy. Her face didn't even blush as she said, "Of course. Don't you know who Su Xiatian am? I can go to the main hall, cook in the kitchen, fight against a mistress, and beat up a hooligan." Su Xiatian joked, but the smile on Su Qiuyu's face froze. Su Qiuyu became nervous when she heard her younger sister said she could defeat the mistress. Am I not the mistress between my younger sister and Qin Feng? Big brother Qin Feng, can you try little sister Xia Tian's black fungus? My black fungus is delicious. While Qin Feng was chewing on the ribs, Su Xia Tian picked up a bunch of black fungus and tossed them into Qin Feng's bowl. Qin Feng coughed violently and almost swallowed the ribs. Little sister, don't mess around. Su Qiuyu heard the ambiguity in her younger sister's words, and her face blushed. Su Haonan had a generation gap with Qin Feng, so he didn't understand what Su Xiatian was talking about. He looked at Su Qiuyu strangely, wondering why Su Qiuyu suddenly got angry. Xia Xiatian suddenly stuck her tongue out at Qin Feng shyly and added, Big brother Qin Feng, don't think too much. Xiatian's black fungus isn't that black. Qin Feng and Su Qiuyu's mouths twitched violently. They almost fainted from Su Xiatian's teasing. With Su Xiatian, the joker, everyone enjoyed the meal harmoniously and happily. After the meal, everyone went upstairs to sleep. The four of them hadn't slept for a day and night, so they were so tired that they couldn't open their eyes. Qin Feng stayed in the Su family for the next few days. Liang Qitian was a man of his word. He contacted Su Qiuyu the next day to discuss the transfer of shares. Su Qiuyu busied herself with the acquisition of Liangyao Group, and Su Xiatian dragged Qin Feng to go shopping every day. Qin Feng hadn't visited Su Xiatian for a long time, and this girl was stifled. Now that Qin Feng was here, Su Xiatian brought him around Sky City. She even went to the four great families to show off. The four talents of Sky City were so scared that they couldn't sleep well for a few days. When Su Qiuyu was serious, she was definitely a strong woman. She spent 3 days to acquire Liangyao Group and the Liang family's pharmaceutical companies. Now, they were under Su Qin Pharmaceuticals. Su Qin Pharmaceutical began to exert its strength in an instant. All kinds of advertisements were launched, and its reputation seemed to have spread all over the country overnight. The sales of skin whitening cream and gold sore medicine were also skyrocketing. This new group was obviously going to take over the position of China's pharmaceutical industry. After being busy for a few days, Su Qiuyu could finally catch her breath. The two sisters were lying on the sofa in the living room and watching TV with Qin Feng. Qin Feng let Su Qiuyu lie on his lap and massage her head. Qin Feng's massage technique was very magical, and Su Qiuyu felt her exhaustion disappear very quickly. Qin Feng, the acquisition of Liangyao Group is almost complete. I've also sent some people to take over the important positions in Liangyao Group. Su Qin Pharmaceuticals is developing too fast, and the supply of the existing pharmaceutical factories can't meet the demand. I plan to expand a few large-scale pharmaceutical factories and set up the main base of Su Qin Pharmaceuticals there. Su Qiuyu told Qin Feng about the recent work progress, but Su Xiatian didn't understand at all. She tickled Qin Feng like a lively and mischievous little monkey. You want to build a new base? How about I find a place for you? Qin Feng said. Su Qiuyu's eyes brightened. She was worried about finding a suitable place where it's a tourist attraction in the suburbs of Acropolis City. It used to be a mountain resort, but now it's being transformed into a city. It's called Hero City, and it'll be my territory in the future. You can build the base of Su Qin Pharmaceuticals there, and you, Xiatian, and the elder will move there. Su Xiatian shouted excitedly when she heard that Qin Feng was going to build his own city. Big brother Qin Feng, I want to go. Take me to your hero city now. Su Qiuyu was used to her little sister's careless personality. She rolled her eyes at Su Xiatian and said with concern, Qin Feng, are there other women in your hero cities? Qin Feng didn't expect Su Qiuyu to be so smart that she could see the problem immediately. Qin Feng said awkwardly, yes, there are many women there helping to build Hero City. You can do whatever you want. If you want to go, I'll take you there. If not, I won't force you. Su Xiatian didn't seem to care that Qin Feng had other women. She raised her hands and agreed to go to Hero City. Go, go, go. Let's go now. Su Qiuyu was angered to death by her little sister's lack of restraint. She patted Su Xiaotian's head to calm her down. Then, she looked at Qin Feng and said, "Will we be rejected by other women if we go? Let me think about it." Su Qiuyu knew Qin Feng had many women by his side. She didn't care that Qin Feng had many women. She was worried that those women would bully her if she went with her little sister. In Su Qiuyu's eyes, Su Xiaotian was a little girl who would never grow up. Her little sister was pure and kind. What would she do if those women ganged up on her? "Qiuyu, you don't have to worry about this. I believe those women will like you very much when they see you and your sister." Qin Feng patted his chest and promised. Qin Feng couldn't be sure whether he would be rejected if he brought other women back to Hero City. However, he was sure that the Su sisters wouldn't be rejected. Not long ago, Zhao Lingxian and the other women begged Qin Feng to get them some skin whitening cream. If he moved Su Qin Pharmaceuticals base to Hero City, those women would be overjoyed. Su Qiuyu looked at Qin Feng in disbelief. She thought Qin Feng was tricking her again. Qin Feng was helpless against Su Qiuyu. He found that all the women around him were like this. Every time he told them the truth, they wouldn't believe him. Whenever he made up a lie, they would be overjoyed. Qin Feng hoped that the Su sisters would move to Hero City. That way, he wouldn't have to worry about their safety in the future. Su Qiuyu finally listened to Qin Feng's advice after Qin Feng's repeated suggestions. The next day, Qin Feng brought the Su sisters and Su Haonan to Hero City. Qin Feng had only been away from Hero City for a few days. When he returned, he was shocked. The construction of Hero City was extremely fast. Some basic villas and entertainment facilities had already been built. President Mao Zedong was leading a large construction team in greening the area. The mountain resort, which had always been beautiful, was now going to be transformed into a fairyland. Qin Feng looked at Hero City. "Wow, big brother Qin Feng, is this Hero City? It's so beautiful. I love it here." Su Xiaotian danced with joy when she arrived at Hero City. Su Qiuyu was also deeply attracted by the beauty and tranquility of Hero City. However, she was worried that other women would reject the Su sisters. Su Qiuyu didn't mind being bullied, but she couldn't bear to see her little sister being bullied. "Big brother Qiao, you're back." Qin Feng returned to Hero City as Qiao Feng. As soon as he arrived, the guards formed by the Hong sect and the Feng group greeted him. "Hey, why didn't you greet me and my big sister? We're Qin, big brother Qiao Feng's women. Call us sisters-in-law." Su Xiaotian pouted and glared at the guards. Su Qiuyu slapped her forehead. She was speechless. The guards were stunned. They looked at Qin Feng. When they saw Qin Feng nodding, they smiled and greeted the Su sisters. "Sisters-in-law, welcome to Hero City. If you need anything, just tell us." Su Xiaotian was mischievous and playful. She was overjoyed when she heard a row of brawny men respectfully call her sisters-in-law. Good, good, good. You're very obedient. This is a reward from sisters-in-law." Su Xiaotian was generous. She took out dozens of red notes from her pink purse and gave 2 to each of them. The people from the Feng group and the Hong sect were stunned and didn't dare to accept the money. Only after Qin Feng signaled for them to accept the money did they happily accept it. They thought, if all of Big Brother Qiao's women are as stupid and rich as this little cutie, then we'll be rich. "Hey, where did you come from, little girl? And you brats, who told you to call her sisters-in-law?" While Su Xiaotian was having fun, a cold voice came from not far away. Lu and Jing, Bai Qing, and the others quickly walked toward them. P.S. 3 chapters of 10,000 words per day. Brothers, young Master Du is making a scene for monthly votes. Monthly votes? Votes? Ah! AA 2705221. Chapter 776. 6 beauties came at once. Lu Wenjing, Lu Xiaojia, Liu Chun Bai Qing, Lin Bei Bei, and Zhao Lingxian. Su Xiaotian looked at the 6 women curiously and found they were as beautiful as fairies. Su Qiuyu suddenly pulled her little sister into her arms, as if she was facing a great enemy. She also looked at the 6 beauties. Big sister Wenjing. The Feng group members trembled in fear as soon as Lu Wenjing arrived. These people had just received Su Xiaotian's red packet and called her sister-in-law. Now that they were caught red-handed by Big Sister Wenjing, the phone group members wanted to return the money. Don't call me Big Sister. Do you still have me in your heart? You call other women sister-in-law? Then what am I? Lu Wenjing's expression was cold. She was really angry. Lu Wenjing and Lu Xiaojia had been bickering with Bai Qing, Lin Bei, and Zhao Lingxian's team. Their team was already at a disadvantage in terms of numbers, so they were at a disadvantage in bickering these days. Lu Wenjing was having a headache over Bai Qing and the other women. She didn't expect Qin Feng to bring back 2 more women. The most infuriating thing was, why were these 2 women so beautiful? Big Sister Wenjing, we were wrong. Please don't be angry. The phone group members looked at Lu Wenjing cautiously. Longhair also noticed Qin Feng's return, but he sensed something was wrong. He pretended not to see Qin Feng and hid in a corner, not daring to come over. Big Sister, you don't seem to be in a good mood. Su Xiatian was a simpleton. She hadn't figured out what was going on yet, and she was still greeting Lu Wenjing with a smile. Lu Wenjing was so angry that her chest rose and fell. She thought Su Xiatian was provoking her. A woman's world was 100 times scarier than a man's battlefield. It's none of your business. Where did you come from? You're not welcome here. Lu Wenjing said angrily. Su Xiatian was deflated and pouted unhappily. Su Qiuyu blocked her little sister behind her and suppressed the anger in her heart. She didn't argue with Lu Wenjing. Lu Wenjing, why are you so fierce? This isn't your territory. You don't have the right to stop those 2 beauties from entering. Bai Qing glared at Lu Wenjing, then walked to the side of the Su family sisters with a smile. There was a very good saying, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Bai Qing discovered that her team had 2 new friends. Hello, I'm Bai Qing, and those 2 are Lin Bei and Zhao Lingxian. We're good sisters. Do you want to join us? As soon as Bai Qing came up, he began to drag her away. Lu Wenjing was so angry that she clenched her teeth. Before Lu Wenjing could speak, Su Xiatian suddenly became happy again. Hello, I'm Su Xiatian, and this is my sister, Su Qiuyu. We're from Sky City. Nice to meet you. After Su Xiatian finished her introduction, Bai Qing, Lu Wenjing, and the other women suddenly froze. Even the silent Li Yuchen looked over in surprise. From Sky City? Are you guys from Suqin Pharmaceutical? Bai Qing cried out involuntarily. Recently, these beauties have been waiting for Qin Feng to bring back skin whitening cream every day. Did he really bring it back? So you guys also know about Suqin Pharmaceutical. That's my sister's company. Our skin whitening cream is very good. Do you want it? I secretly hid 500 boxes of it. Su Xiatian slyly looked at Bai Qing and the others. Su Qiuyu slapped her forehead and angrily glared at her sister. No wonder her sister's branch company's skin whitening creams were selling so fast. It turned out that this girl had kept them for herself. Hey, are you the bosses of Suqin Pharmaceutical? Your face is so supple. Don't tell me it's the effect of applying skin whitening cream every night? After a short moment of shock, Bai Qing grabbed Su Xiatian's arm and jumped up. Zhao Lingxian also ran up with Lin Bei. Little sister Xiatian, you have 500 boxes of it? Can you sell us 3 boxes? We're willing to pay 10 times the price. Women were born to love beauty. In the face of skin whitening cream, these women instantly lost their minds. Big sisters, we're all good sisters. There's no need to buy it. I'll give each of you 10 boxes for free as a greeting gift. As expected, Su Xiatian was a little rich woman. She was always generous. Bai Qing and the other 2 girls excitedly surrounded Su Xiatian and shouted. They quickly recognized Su Xiatian and Su Qiuyu as sisters. At this moment, they were holding hands and chatting intimately. Although Li Yuchun was also very beautiful, she didn't have much confidence in mingling with Qin Feng's women. She saw Bai Qing and the other 2 girls wanted skin whitening cream. If they became more and more beautiful after using the skin whitening cream, wouldn't she become an old woman? Would Qin Feng still pay attention to her? Little sister Xiatian, can you also give big sister a box? I just want 1 box. Li Yuchen couldn't resist the temptation of skin whitening cream and ran over to express goodwill to Su Xiatian. Big sister, I'll also give you 10 boxes. I, Xia Tian, have never been a stingy person. Su Xia Tian patted her large chest like a wastrel. Not long ago, Su Qiuyu was worried that her little sister would be bullied. Seeing this scene, Su Qiuyu revealed a warm smile. She knew she worried too much. Team Bai Qing and Li Yuchun became familiar with the Su sisters. Lu Wenjing and Lu Xiaojia were isolated. The two girls were so anxious that they wanted to cry. Jing, Xiaojia, did you miss me? When Qin Feng saw the two women acting like bullies, he chuckled and went to comfort them. You're so annoying. Why did you bring women back? I don't want to talk to you. Lu Wenjing felt wronged. She didn't really want to target Su Xiatian, but now that the situation had developed like this, Lu Wenjing felt like she had become a bad woman. Big brother Qin Feng, you're a big bad guy. You always make big sister angry. Lu Xiaojia also glared at Qin Feng angrily. Then, she turned her head and didn't talk to Qin Feng. Qin Feng was amused by the two sisters. He held one in each hand and walked to Su Xiatian. Lu Wenjing was a little embarrassed to face Su Xiatian and Bai Qing. She struggled in Qin Feng's arms to express her protest. Little sister Xiatian, do you have extra skin whitening cream? Give your big sister Wenjing and little sister Xiao Jia 10 boxes too. Qin Feng looked at Su Xiatian and smiled. When Su Xiatian saw Lu Wenjing, she stubbornly raised the corner of her mouth. No more. Bai Qing and the other girls were amused by Su Xiatian's behavior. The group of beauties looked at Lu Wenjing and her sister proudly. The two girls were so angry that their faces darkened. Qiao Feng, I have 20 boxes of skin whitening cream. I'll give them to them later. Su Qiuyu was much more rational than her little sister. She really liked Hero City. The scenery here was enchanting, and it was quiet and warm. Su Qiuyu didn't want to ruin their relationship, so she took the initiative to express goodwill to Lu Wenjing. Lu Wenjing was slightly stunned. She didn't expect Su Qiuyu to do this. Lu Wenjing felt a little guilty. She thought she was a little too overbearing before. Then it settled. Qin Feng accepted it for Lu Wenjing. Lu Wenjing didn't say anything else. The arrival of the Su sisters made Bai Qing and the other beauties very happy. They dragged Su Qiuyu and Su Xiatian to tour Hero City. Qin Feng followed behind them with Lu Wenjing and Lu Xiaojia. The construction of Hero City was even better than what Qin Feng had seen before. In just a few short days, with the efforts of the beauties, they had bought a large piece of land on the hilltop behind the mountain resort. Now, they were planning for the construction of the land. It was noon when they walked around the mountain resort. The beauties complained that they were hungry, so Qin Feng brought them to the beach to have a barbecue. Big brother Qin Feng, this beach is so beautiful. I want to swim in the sea. It was Su Xiatian's first time at the mountain resort. She was excited when she saw the man-made beach. Little sister Xiatian, I'll take you to change into a swimsuit, and then we'll go swimming. Lin Bei ran away with Su Xiatian obediently. Su Qiuyu's eyes sparkled as she looked at the crystal-clear man-made beach. She was tempted. Qiuyu, you're busy with work every day. You should relax today. Why don't you go to the beach with them? I'll make a barbecue here. You can come and eat when it's done. Qin Feng saw through Su Qiuyu's thoughts, so he pushed her to go with the beauties. There were 6 beauties in Hero City. Now, with the addition of the Su sisters, there were 8 beauties in sexy bikinis of different colors. The mountain resort was closed for a long time, so there was no one else on the beach. When the guards saw Big Brother Qiao flirting with the beauties, they tactfully retreated far away. The beauties no longer had any scruples. They bared their long legs and exposed their beautiful breasts as they played in the water. Qin Feng took off his coat and wore only a pair of beach shorts. He started the barbecue under the umbrella. Rumble! Seeing that there was no one around, Qin Feng clapped his hands and a ball of destructive fire fell on the coals. The destructive fire burned fiercely. Qin Feng placed the skewers, grilled fish, and chicken drumsticks on the barbecue rack. He instantly became a barbecue expert. The aroma of the food cooked by the destructive fire was much more enticing. Qin Feng's mouth watered after he added various spices such as cumin and chili powder. Qin Feng, what are you grilling? It smells so good. I can smell it from afar. Lin Bei suddenly ran to Qin Feng's side. She was wearing a light green bikini. Since she had just come out of the water, her body was drenched with water droplets, which made her look wet and alluring. Come, Bei. I'll give you a big chicken drumstick. Qin Feng stared at Lin Bei's long legs happily. Back when they were still in Acropolis University, Qin Feng and Lin Bei were desk mates. During class, Qin Feng always liked to touch Lin Bei's thighs. Lin Bei naturally saw Qin Feng's scorching gaze, and her pretty face blushed. However, under the temptation of delicious food, Lin Bei didn't care too much. She picked up the metal skewer with a wooden handle and started eating. Wow, it smells so good. I've never tasted such a delicious roasted chicken drumstick before. Lin Bei took a bite, and the oil stained the corner of her mouth. She looked extremely alluring. Ah, Qin Feng, what are you doing? Lin Bei was happily eating when she suddenly screamed and was pulled into Qin Feng's arms. Lin Bei's skin was smooth, fair, and alluring. Qin Feng hugged her small waist and chuckled as he stared at her chest. Bei, you've eaten barbecue, but I haven't eaten yet. What do you think we should do? When Lin Bei saw Qin Feng's evil gaze, she immediately knew that Qin Feng's lust was acting up again. Then you should eat the drumstick too. I'll feed you, Lin Bei said shyly. What's so good about a drumstick? I want to eat something else. Qin Feng stared at Lin Bei's chest and laughed. Lin Bei's face flushed with embarrassment. She had a wronged expression. But the other big sisters are over there. What if they see us? How embarrassing. Qin Feng's face darkened, and he said unhappily, Then are you going to give it to me or not? If you don't, I'll be angry. Ever since Lin Bei was saved by Qin Feng's blood chi pill, she was obedient to Qin Feng. No matter how unreasonable Qin Feng's requests were, Lin Bei couldn't bear to refuse him. Sometimes, Lin Bei even thought that if Qin Feng suddenly wanted to do it with her on the street one day, Lin Bei would satisfy him. Then hurry up. Lin Bei's voice was even softer than a mosquito's. After she finished speaking, she hugged Qin Feng's head and buried it in her chest. P.S. In this era, you'll die if you don't show off your love, stroking a single dog like young Master do. Happy Chinese Valentine's Day. Chapter 777. Qin Feng ate very happily, and Lin Bei's body felt numb. After who knew how long, the other beauties came ashore after smelling the aroma of the barbecue. When they came to Qin Feng and Lin Bei's side, they all cried out in surprise. Qin Feng, what are you doing? A pervert. The women's screams were each more ear-piercing than the last. They were all experts at dolphin vocalization. Qin Feng's eardrums almost burst, and Lin Bei was so scared that she jumped up. She felt as if her heart was going to jump out of her throat. Qin Feng, you're so bad. You're sneakily bullying Bei again. Zhao Lingxian couldn't stand it anymore and angrily reprimanded Qin Feng. There was no one else around, so the women were used to calling Qin Feng by his real name. Pervert. Liu Chen rolled her eyes at Qin Feng. Let's ignore Qin Feng and go eat barbecue. Bai Qing took the Su sisters to the side and started to eat, and the other beauties also hurried over. Lin Bei was so embarrassed that her ears were red, and she didn't know what to do. Qin Feng hugged Lin Bei and walked over to the barbecue stall as if nothing had happened. This barbecue smells so good. So, Big Brother Qin Feng has this skill. I'll have him make barbecue for Xia Tian every day in the future. It really is delicious. I didn't know that the Acropolis City's #1 hedonist young master could make barbecue. The destructive fire was a type of 10,000 beast true fire, and the flames contained spiritual qi. The barbecued food was naturally top-notch, and the beauties couldn't stop praising it. The 8 beauties didn't care about their image and ate until their mouths were covered in oil. Qin Feng had already prepared iced orange juice and fine wine. He drank fine wine and ate delicacies while watching the beach with the 8 beauties. That feeling was indescribably refreshing. After staying in Hero City for a day, the Su sisters completely fell in love with it. The next day, Su Qiuyu decided to build Su Qin Pharmaceuticals' headquarters and new pharmaceutical factory in Hero City. When the other beauties heard this news, they were overjoyed. When Su Qiuyu learned that Qin Feng was going to build Hero City into his own city, she began to invest money and connections into the construction of Hero City. On the second day that Su Qin Pharmaceuticals joined Hero City, Zhao Lingxian's father, Zhao Dahai, hurried over. Zhao Dahai's High Medical Group was already the #1 pharmaceutical company in Acropolis City. This time, Zhao Dahai came because he wanted to move the High Medical Group into Hero City and cooperate with Su Qin Pharmaceuticals. With Qin Feng's help, as soon as Zhao Dahai arrived, the partnership between the two parties was established. It just so happened that Su Qin Pharmaceuticals was currently developing vigorously and needed outstanding talents and trustworthy partners. Zhao Dahai obviously met all the requirements, so Su Qiuyu directly made High Medical Group the largest general agent of Su Qin Pharmaceuticals in China. Because of their cooperation, the relationship between Zhao Lingxian and the Su sisters became better and better. Lin Beibei and Su Xiatian also got along well. After Lu Wenjing and her sister received 20 boxes of skin whitening cream from Su Qiuyu, they let go of their previous conflicts and became good sisters. The construction of Hero City was getting better and better, and Qin Feng's relationship with these women was getting better because of the Su sisters. All of this made Qin Feng feel better. After staying in Hero City for a few days, Qin Feng received a call from Ren Xiaoyao. "Green Wolf, where are you?" Ren Xiaoyao sounded a bit anxious when the call connected. "I'm not in the capital right now. What's the matter?" Qin Feng said lazily. Ren Xiaoyao's pretty face immediately fell, and she started to complain. "Hey, why are you asking me? Do you even care about what I'm telling you at all? The alchemy conference is about to start. Are you ready?" Ren Xiaoyao's tone was very unhappy. Qin Feng could see her hands on her hips and her spoiled expression on the other side of the phone. "Why wouldn't I care about it? The alchemy conference hasn't started yet, right? When it starts, I'll help Saint Medic secure the #1 spot." Qin Feng spoke very heroically, but he felt a bit guilty. He had forgotten about the alchemy conference. "Humph, you always like to talk big. I hope you won't disappoint me during the competition." Ren Xiaoyao grumbled a few more times before she resumed her normal tone. She continued, "By the way, the alchemy conference will be held in Yunhai City's Hepping Town the day after tomorrow. Come to Saint Medic tomorrow night to look for me. We'll go together." Yunhai City's Hepping Town? Qin Feng was a bit surprised. He was no stranger to that place. He had completed 2 missions in Fengyun Fun City. "What's wrong? Is there a problem?" "Nothing. I won't look for you tomorrow night. Let's meet in Hepping Town the day after tomorrow," Qin Feng said. Ren Xiaoyao started to complain again. "What? Why don't you go with our team? Don't tell me you're going to stand me up? Stupid Green Wolf, I'm warning you. If you don't come, I'll teach you a lesson." Qin Feng didn't like to be threatened, especially by a woman. "Don't worry. We'll meet in Hepping Town at 8 a.m. the day after tomorrow. I'll smack you, but when we meet, let's see if you still dare to threaten me then." After setting a time with Ren Xiaoyao, Qin Feng hung up. He knew Ren Xiaoyao was going to yell at him again. "Oh, you stupid Green Wolf. Stupid Green Wolf. How dare you insult me? Just you wait. We'll see who's going to smack who the day after tomorrow." Sure enough, Ren Xiaoyao yelled at the phone. After she finished yelling, she realized that Green Wolf had already hung up. After learning that the Elixir Conference would be held the day after tomorrow, Qin Feng started to make plans. Qin Feng attached great importance to this Elixir Conference because he had made an agreement with Ren Xiaoyao. As long as he could keep his title as the Elixir King of the St. Panacea Hall, Ren Xiaoyao would find a way to arrange for Qin Feng to enter the law enforcement hall of the Martial Artist Alliance. Qin Feng also had a chain mission from the Martial Artist Alliance. The second side mission was to enter the law enforcement hall. However, Qin Feng had never participated in the Elixir Conference before. He didn't know what level of alchemy experts would appear at such a conference. Qin Feng had the Elixir Refinement Pavilion's interface. After upgrading the Heaven and Earth Cauldron and obtaining the Destructive Flame, he had become a 4th-rank alchemist. However, Qinfen believed that he wouldn't be able to win the title of Elixir King if he went to the Elixir Conference. Qinfen needed to improve his alchemy skills a little more today. Little Pig, if I upgrade the Cauldron of Heaven and Earth to rank 3, how much will my alchemy skills increase? Qinfen asked Little Pig. Master, if you upgrade the Cauldron of Heaven and Earth to rank 3, you'll be able to refine rank 5 spirit pills, Little Pig said. Qinfen opened the system and entered the Alchemy Pavilion's interface. The Cauldron of Heaven and Earth was now rank 1. If he wanted to upgrade it to rank 2, he would need 20,000 Hedonist points. Rank 3 would need 40,000 Hedonist points. In total, he would have 60,000 Hedonist points. Qinfen thought for a moment, then gritted his teeth and said, upgrade the Cauldron of Heaven and Earth. Buzz! Qinfen's 100,000 Hedonist points instantly became 40,000. Boom! Following this, a huge explosion sounded in Qinfen's mind. The 5-meter-tall Cauldron of Heaven and Earth suddenly started to shake. The Alchemy Pavilion's walls and floor shook incessantly. The Cauldron of Heaven and Earth started to shine with golden light, and the 5-meter-tall cauldron grew to a 10-meter-tall cauldron. There were all sorts of ancient runes and patterns around the Cauldron of Heaven and Earth. These patterns flashed with golden light, and the profound and incomprehensible runes seemed to have a life of their own. They spun in the air and formed a golden wall of runes. Congratulations, Master. You can now refine rank 5 spirit pills. Little Pig's voice was filled with excitement. Is there any way for me to continue to increase my alchemy skills? Qinfen wasn't satisfied with being a rank 5 alchemist. He felt that if he wanted to participate in the alchemy conference, he needed to at least reach the level of a rank 6 alchemist. Master doesn't have enough Hedonist points, so you can't continue to upgrade the Cauldron of Heaven and Earth. Now, you can only increase Master's personal qualities to increase Master's alchemy skills. What personal qualities? Qinfen asked. Because Master has the Flames of Destruction, your alchemy skills have greatly increased. Master can fuse with an Ice-type power and achieve the effects of a dual-attribute Demon Cultivator. When that time comes, your alchemy skills will naturally increase, Little Pig explained. Qinfen understood. It seemed that he would have to go to Devil Beast Mountain again. Big Brother Qiao, you were looking for me? Just as Qinfen finished talking about alchemy, Zhang Hui of the Zhang family, one of the 4 major families of Acropolis City, knocked on the door and walked in. Last time, when Qinfen returned to Acropolis City to complete the Yun Province disturbance mission, he had subdued Zhang Hui. After following Qinfen, Zhang Hui had always been loyal and devoted, which made Qinfen feel quite good about him. After Zhang Hui entered the room, he carefully stood to the side. He still hadn't figured out Xiao Feng's identity. Ever since Xiao Feng had come to Shangzhuang to avoid the summer, he had started to vigorously develop the city. Even the Feng group and Qinfen's women had come to help. Zhang Hui was very wary of Xiao Feng's identity. He knew that this was a big figure that the Zhang family couldn't afford to offend. Zhang Hui, long time no see. Qinfen smiled at Zhang Hui. Zhang Hui's body tensed up and he looked at Qinfen with a blank expression. See, Big Brother Qiao, I don't think we know each other. Qinfen was going to put Zhang Hui in an important position, so he restored Qinfen's appearance. Zhang Hui was dumbstruck. He felt like he was watching an acrobatic performance. See, young Master Qin. Why are you young Master Qin or Big Brother Qiao? Both of them are me. Qiao Feng is just another identity of mine, Qinfen said calmly. Zhang Hui felt like his brain couldn't wrap itself around this. He stared blankly for a while and suddenly understood a lot of things. No wonder Qiao Feng could mobilize the entire Feng group. No wonder young Master Qin's women came to support him and even flirted with Qiao Feng. After all this time, Qiao Feng was young Master Qin. After Qinfen restored his identity, Zhang Hui's attitude became even more respectful. Young Master Qin, you really didn't die. I knew that video was fake. I'm sure I'll have the chance to see young Master Qin again. Zhang Hui was so excited that he was about to cry. Not long ago, he relied on Qinfen and thought that he finally hugged a thigh. In the future, he could stand out in Acropolis City and even Yun Province. Not long after, the video of Qin Fun's death spread. In reality, Zhang Hui thought Qin Fun really died. After all, the video didn't show any signs of being edited. However, Zhang Hui didn't immediately turn traitor because Qin Fun died. Their Zhang family had always played their part. Moreover, whenever someone dared to bully the Feng group or Qin Fun's women, Zhang Hui was the first to lead the Zhang family to teach those ignorant bastards a lesson. Now that he found out young Master Qin didn't die and that his thigh was still there, and it seemed to have become thicker, Zhang Hui was so excited that he almost called Qin Fun Daddy. "Are you hoping for me to die?" Qin Fun rolled his eyes at Zhang Hui. Zhang Hui was so scared that his entire body trembled. He immediately said, "Young Master Qin, don't misunderstand. I'm just excited." "That's great. Young Master Qin didn't die." "Young Master Qin, you didn't die." Qin Fun understood Zhang Hui's intentions, but he felt that Zhang Hui's words were strange. Qin Fun interrupted Zhang Hui and said, "All right, don't be so mushy. I called you over to arrange a position for you. In the future, you'll be in charge of the construction of Hero City's entertainment." Chapter 778. As the young master of a wealthy family in Acropolis City, Zhang Hui was definitely more experienced in entertainment than the average person. Qin Feng left the construction of Hero City's entertainment and leisure facilities to Zhang Hui. He believed that this brat could come up with many tricks. Zhang Hui was still in a daze. He felt as if a pie had fallen from the sky and hit him. Zhang Hui was not stupid. Qin Feng had revealed Xiao Feng's and Qin Feng's identities in front of him. This meant that Qin Feng treated him as one of his own. Zhang Hui had seen Qin Feng's vicious and merciless methods. He killed people without batting an eye and was powerful and awesome. Zhang Hui could already see the limitless future of working under such a powerful and loyal big brother. "Don't worry, young Master Qin. I don't have many skills, but I'm good at eating, drinking, and having fun. I'll definitely turn Hero City into a field base. Ahem, I'll turn it into an international entertainment metropolis." Zhang Hui seemed to have found a new direction in life. Because he followed Qin Feng, the Zhang family became the second of the four major families in Acropolis City. Now that he continued to follow Qin Feng, he didn't dare to imagine how awesome he and his family would become in the future. "Not bad. You have a good mind. Work hard with me, and I won't treat you badly." Qin Feng patted Zhang Hui's shoulder. Qin Feng had a good impression of this brat. "Oh, by the way, take this martial arts secret manual and cultivate it." Qin Feng threw a copy of the martial arts secret manual to Zhang Hui. Zhang Hui was a member of a major family in Acropolis City, so he knew about the special and mysterious group of martial artists. Moreover, under the Zhang family's strong support, Zhang Hui had already stepped into the realm of Stage 2 Inner Qi. In the capital and the ancient martial arts world of Huaxia, this realm was simply a weakling. However, in a third-tier city like Acropolis City, it was a dazzling existence. After all, martial artists in Acropolis City were as rare as phoenix feathers and unicorn horns. "Thank you for your gift, young Master Qin. I'll cultivate well." Zhang Hui held the martial arts secret manual fondly. "This is just a small reward. If you perform well, there will be many more big rewards in the future." Qin Feng tempted Zhang Hui. Zhang Hui immediately swore in his heart that even if he didn't recognize his biological father, he would recognize Qin Feng as his big brother. Zhang Hui said a bunch of nice things to Qin Feng, and in the end he changed the topic to Han Ying. Zhang Hui saw that young Master Qin had settled many women in Hero City, but he didn't see Han Ying here. He was quite curious. "Young Master Qin, why didn't you bring sister-in-law Han Ying over? I believe that if she comes here, she will definitely manage Hero City better." At the mention of Han Ying, Qin Feng's expression immediately changed. His eyes were filled with a thick layer of murderous intent, scaring Zhang Hui so much that he almost fell on his butt. Han Ying was a knot in Qin Feng's heart that he couldn't untie. Qin Feng had raped Han Ying twice, so he still cared about this woman. However, the last time Qin Feng returned to Acropolis City, he saw Han Ying hanging out with Feng Xing, Zhang Hui, and a bunch of rich kids at the Amethyst Dragon Palace. At that time, Fang Xing said that Han Ying was a woman that he casually played with. Almost all of the rich kids in Acropolis City had a taste of Han Ying. Qin Feng was instantly enraged, so he violently beat up Fang Xing, Gao Hu, and the others at the Amethyst Dragon Palace. Now that Zhang Hui suddenly mentioned this, Qin Feng was a bit puzzled. Was this brat tired of living? Was he using this to humiliate him? Why, young Master Qin, you what's wrong? Zhang Hui couldn't withstand Qin Feng's aura, and he looked at Qin Feng with fear. What's wrong? You still have the face to ask me? Why did you suddenly mention Han Ying? Are you trying to make fun of me? Qin Feng glared coldly at Zhang Hui. Zhang Hui's brain couldn't process what was going on. He was just curious and asked casually. He didn't think that young Master Qin would be so angry. Young Master Qin, I won't mention it anymore. I won't mention sister-in-law Han Ying anymore. Zhang Hui was so scared that his entire body trembled. Qin Feng felt that something was wrong. He glared at Zhang Hui and asked, Did you also have sex with Han Ying? Zhang Hui's legs went limp. This time he really did kneel in front of Qin Feng. Young Master Qin, please don't speak carelessly. Even if you lend me 10 guts, I wouldn't dare to have sex with sister-in-law. What's more, sister-in-law Han Ying's talent is outstanding, and she's an outstanding beauty. Aside from young Master Qin, who else in China can enter sister-in-law Han Ying's eyes? Zhang Hui was almost scared to death by Qin Feng's words, and he urgently wanted to prove his innocence. Qin Feng's expression changed slightly. He seemed to realize something very serious. Tell me the truth. When I wasn't in Acropolis City, did Han Ying have an ambiguous relationship with other rich kids? Back at the Amethyst Dragon Palace, those two stinking brats, Gao Hu and Fang Xing, told me that you better not lie, or else I'll kill you right now. Qin Feng's expression was dignified, and his body emitted an invisible aura. This was the aura of a stage 8 inner chi, and it suppressed Zhang Hui so much that he wanted to vomit. Zhang Hui broke out in a cold sweat. His clothes were sticking to his skin, and his teeth were chattering as he stammered. Young Master Qin, I promise, Han Ying's big sister-in-law isn't like what you heard. This is all made up by Fang Xing, Gao, and Gao Hu, those two bastards. They always wanted to chase after big sister-in-law, but big sister-in-law didn't like them at all. Zhang Hui spoke for a long time, but in the end he finally finished. Qin Feng felt as if he was suddenly struck by lightning, and his mind went blank. He already understood that he had misunderstood Han Ying before. When he thought about how he rushed into Han Ying's home in the middle of the night and forced her to have sex with him, Qin Feng deeply blamed himself. He thought about Han Ying's dazed expression at the time, her stubbornness to resist with all her might, and her silent tears. Bang. Qin Feng slammed his hand down, and the solid wood table beside him instantly shattered into sawdust. Zhang Hui was so scared that he hugged his head and screamed. Young Master Qin, I am telling the truth. Sister-in-law really didn't betray you. Please spare this lowly one's life. Zhang Hui screamed for a while, but he discovered that there was no response. When he looked up, Qin Feng was long gone. After learning the truth, Qin Feng drove the black Lamborghini Batmobile straight to Jincheng City. Everything that happened between him and Han Ying surged into his mind like a surging tide. When Han Ying first came to Acropolis City to find Qin Feng to cooperate, Han Ying lived in the Qin Manor's villa. Qin Feng, Han Ying, and Su Ruoro went to work together and went home together. The Black Bat sped to 220 kilometers per hour. On the way, Qin Feng never looked at the lights. After an hour, the Black Bat stopped in front of the Han family's courtyard. Qin Feng ran out of the car and rushed into the courtyard. Hey, this is the Han family's courtyard. Unauthorized personnel are not allowed to enter. As soon as Qin Feng reached the entrance, he was stopped by 4 guards. Without a word, Qin Feng grabbed the 4 guards and threw them out. The Han family was instantly in a mess. Everyone thought that Qin Feng was here to cause trouble. The gardeners and nannies in the courtyard began to call for help. Not long after, a dozen or so guards rushed out. Who are you? Why are you barging into the Han family's courtyard? The dozen or so guards all stood tall and straight. They had extraordinary auras. One look, and you could tell that they were soldiers. The Han family was a family of officials. Han Ying's grandfather was an old senior official, and her father was the head of Jincheng City. When Qin Feng and Hao Yun fought, Qin Feng killed Uncle Feng in the Amethyst Dragon Palace and was arrested. It was Han Ying who asked her father to settle the matter. "I'm here for Han Ying. Tell her to come out." Qin Feng yelled at the guards. "Miss Han isn't here. You should leave now," said a tall and sturdy man in military uniform. Qin Feng obviously didn't believe him. He strode toward the main residence. "Brat, don't blame me if you refuse a toast only to be forced to drink a forfeit." The tall and sturdy man frowned and reached out to grab Qin Feng. The man was extremely fast. As soon as he grabbed Qin Feng's shoulder, Qin Feng felt a huge force pressing down on his shoulder. "You're no match for me. Get out of my way." Qin Feng was in a hurry to see Han Ying. He twisted his shoulder and instantly dispelled the man's force. The man retreated a dozen or so steps before he regained his balance. He stared at Qin Feng in astonishment. "Everyone, let's stop this brat. He might be here to assassinate Chief Han." The tall and sturdy man's expression changed drastically. He hurriedly pounced at Qin Feng. The other dozen or so guards also rushed toward Qin Feng in unison. "I said you guys are no match for me. Don't force me to attack." Qin Feng roared angrily. Just the vigorous aura that burst out from his body made it hard for everyone to breathe. These soldiers, who had undergone strict training, had seen all kinds of big scenes. However, at this moment, they actually felt an unprecedented sense of oppression. It was as if they were just a group of weak ants in front of Qin Feng. "Stop!" Seeing that Qin Feng was about to attack, a dignified roar came from the old residence. The dozen or so guards immediately stopped. The man who fought with Qin Feng at the beginning walked up. "Chief Han, this person's background is unknown. Please leave with me first." Father Han waved his hand. He looked at Qin Feng, who had returned to his original appearance, and said, "All of you can leave." "Chief Han." The man wanted to say something, but Father Han interrupted him. "Leave. This is an order." The group of people unwillingly retreated. Before they left, they glared fiercely at Qin Feng. Qin Feng didn't care about these people's attitude. He came here to see Han Ying. After everyone left, Father Han glanced at Qin Feng indifferently. He didn't say anything and turned to enter the main residence. Qin Feng hurriedly followed. "Sit." Father Han sat in front of a square table and pointed to the seat opposite Qin Feng. Qin Feng sat opposite Father Han and went straight to the point. "Uncle Han, I'm here to look for Ying. Where is she?" "Pow!" When Qin Feng mentioned Han Ying, Father Han seemed to have changed into a different person. His face became sinister, and he slammed his palm on the tea table. "You still have the nerve to look for Ying? Ying has done so much for you. How are you treating her?" "Uncle Han, there are some things that I just found out. I came here to find Ying to resolve the conflict." Qin Feng said anxiously. "Where is Ying? I want to see her now." Han Ying's father slammed the table again. He glared at Qin Feng and yelled, "Sit down. Ying disappeared a month ago." Qin Feng's body went limp and he sat back on the chair. It was as if he had lost something in his heart. "What do you mean by suddenly disappeared?" Qin Feng asked anxiously. The moment Father Han saw Qin Feng, the anger that he had suppressed for a month exploded out. He had been trying his best to control his emotions. Otherwise, he would have fought with Qin Feng a long time ago. He muttered to himself, "A month ago, when I came back, I found out that Ying was gone. She left 2 letters, one for me and the other for you. I didn't read your letter, but in my letter, she said that she was going to a faraway place to relax. She might come back in a year, or she might come back in 5 or 10 years, or she might not even come back. She told me not to worry about her. She also said that her previous life was too tiring and she wanted to free herself. She transferred all the business she built to your name. She said that if you came to find her one day, I would transfer all these businesses to you. She also said a lot of it was about you." Chapter 779. Papa Han said a lot of things, and all of them were from Han Ying's letter. Qin Feng was lost in his thoughts. He was like a puppet whose soul had been taken away. Qin Feng, you disappoint me. Ying has never liked a man. She has done so much for you, but you didn't cherish her. I believe you will regret this. Papa Han shook his head. He didn't want to talk to Qin Feng anymore. Papa Han stood up and went upstairs. Lu and Xiao say, after a while, Papa Han came downstairs with a letter in his hand. This is the letter Ying left for you. Don't worry, I didn't open it. I will ask someone to handle the transfer of Ying's company. After this is done, don't come back to the Han family. Otherwise, I will kill you with my own hands. Papa Han gave Qin Feng a deep look and sighed. You can leave now. Qin Feng walked out of the Han mansion in a daze. Until the moment he stepped out of the door, Qin Feng felt like he was dreaming. Everything happened too fast and Qin Feng was caught off guard. Little pig, I want to know Han Ying's location. Qin Feng said through gritted teeth. Master, it costs 500,000 hedonist points. Why is it so expensive? Qin Feng was shocked. Han Ying couldn't have gone to a place like Su Ruo Ro, which was separated from the secular world, right? It's hard to say. Maybe Han Ying has left China. The magnetic field around her has changed, so I need a lot of hedonist points to locate her. Little Pig wanted to reveal more information, but a purple kite serpent suddenly appeared above Little Pig's head. Little Pig looked at Qin Feng helplessly. Qin Feng was even more helpless than Little Pig. Qin Feng had used up the Sky Divination Spirit Stone's divination function for this month, and he didn't have 500,000 hedonist points on him. Han Ying instantly disappeared from Qin Feng's sight. Previously, Qin Feng didn't want to look for her, but now he really couldn't find her. Master, don't worry too much. Since the system has given you a hedonist point price for locating Han Ying, that means she's still alive. Master can wait until the Sky Divination Spirit Stone recovers its divination ability before finding Han Ying's location. Seeing Qin Feng's heartbroken expression, Little Pig tried to comfort him. Qin Feng knew that this was the only way. Although he was depressed, he could only accept reality. After leaving the Han mansion, Qin Feng drove the car back to Hero City. Qin Feng lay on the beach in a daze for the whole afternoon. His mood was still gloomy. He looked up at the night sky and suddenly jumped up. Holy shit! Tomorrow is the alchemy conference. Qin Feng finally thought of the proper business. Now that he had upgraded the Heaven and Earth Cauldron and became a Grade 5 alchemist, this obviously couldn't meet Qin Feng's requirements. Taking advantage of the vast night, Qin Feng placed the Black Tortoise in Song River and directly rushed towards the gloomy and terrifying Devil Beast Mountain. Roar! The Black Tortoise had been staying on land and in the Emerald Spirit Ring for the past few days. Obviously, it missed its life in Song River. As soon as it entered the water, the Black Tortoise howled excitedly. Black Tortoise, head for Devil Beast Mountain at full speed. Qin Feng patted the Black Tortoise's large shell. The Black Tortoise seemed to understand Qin Feng's words. It let out a loud roar and suddenly began to move faster. The wind whistled past Qin Feng's ears, stirring up a few meters high waves behind him. Qin Feng sat on the back of the Black Tortoise and looked at the boundless Song River. Once again, he felt how insignificant he was. Roar! Roar! The Black Tortoise was very fast. Qin Feng only lost his focus for a moment, and the Black Tortoise had already swum to the shore of Devil Beast Mountain. Master, the Black Tortoise said it wants to go in with you. Little Pig's voice sounded. Let the Black Tortoise guard here. Devil Beast Mountain is overgrown with trees. With his size, he will be at a disadvantage if he goes in. It's too inconvenient for him to move around. Qin Feng decided not to bring the Black Tortoise with him. He left the Black Tortoise to catch fish by the shore. Qin Feng leaped onto the shore and walked into Devil Beast Mountain. It wasn't the first time Qin Feng came to Devil Beast Mountain, but it was the first time he came here at night. If Devil Beast Mountain was said to be gloomy and terrifying during the day, then at night, it was simply the best place to shoot a horror film. The whistling cold wind, the freezing temperature, the strange trees baring their fangs and brandishing their claws, the undulating howls of wild beasts. Every detail sent chills down one's spine. Hiss! Flaming dragon horse descended from the sky, and Qin Feng leaped onto its back. With a wave of his hand, a fiery red spear appeared in Qin Feng's hand. The flaming dragon horse and the spear of rat halos were definitely the best pair in Devil Beast Mountain. Devil Beast Mountain was completely dark at night. If Qin Feng didn't wear night vision goggles, he wouldn't be able to see beyond 3 meters. However, the flaming dragon horse didn't seem to mind the darkness. It didn't slow down at all. Like a fierce horse rushing to the battlefield, it neighed madly as it galloped. The reason why Qin Feng rushed to Devil Beast Mountain at night was to hunt a demon beast with the ice attribute. Tomorrow was the Pill Conference, so Qin Feng wanted to possess the characteristics of a dual attribute demon beast as soon as possible. One hand was fire, and the other was ice. Only then could Qin Feng become a grade 6 pill master. Roar, roar! Qin Feng didn't know how long he had been riding on the flaming dragon horse. Suddenly, a wild beast roar came from the depths of Devil Beast Mountain. The roar was a distance away, but it caused the ground around Qin Feng to tremble slightly. The surrounding trees also shook, and the leaves rustled. Master, I sense the presence of the glacial snow mastiff and the flaming golden eagle. Little Pig's anxious voice rang out. Qin Feng had also sensed the presence of the two little fellows. He immediately asked, "You mean they're fighting with other wild beasts?" "I think so," Little Pig said anxiously. Qin Feng's heart burned with anxiety. Just by listening to the wild beast roar, Qin Feng could imagine how powerful the glacial snow mastiff and the flaming golden eagle were. The spear of rat halos slapped the flaming dragon horse's butt. The flaming dragon horse also sensed the danger. Its roar became more frequent, and its fiery red fur stood on end. Hiss, hiss, hiss. After running for an unknown amount of time, the flaming dragon horse suddenly stopped. It raised its front hooves and almost threw Qin Feng off. "Let's go back." Qin Feng leaped and landed on the top of a large tree. He immediately recalled the flaming dragon horse into the system. Standing on the top of the tree, Qin Feng used the night vision goggles to clearly see the situation around him. 200 meters away, the flaming golden eagle and the glacial snow mastiff were fighting with a huge black bear. The battle was extremely fierce. The glacial snow mastiff's green fur was dyed red with blood. The flaming golden eagle was also severely injured. Half of its wings were broken. It fell to the ground and couldn't fly. The black bear was more than 3 meters tall. It was as tall and sturdy as a small mountain. The black bear's fur was extremely hard. The fur on its body was like barbs. As long as the glacial snow mastiff and the flaming golden eagle touched it, they would bleed profusely. Seeing this scene, Qin Feng's eyes burned with anger. Qin Feng had seen this black bear before. It was the black demon bear berserk that fought with the flaming golden eagle and the glacial snow mastiff. At that time, there was a flaming wolf with a black bear. Qin Feng lured the flaming wolf away and killed it to obtain its demon core. The flames of destruction came from the flaming wolf's demon core. The black demon bear berserk's defense and attack were shocking. It was undefeatable. Its roar could shake the ground violently. The low-level wild beasts and demon beasts had already fled a few kilometers away. They didn't dare to get close to the area where the battle was taking place. The flaming golden eagle and the glacial snow mastiff couldn't hold on anymore. It could be heard from their gradually weakening roars. Roar! The black bear also noticed the situation of the flaming golden eagle and the glacial snow mastiff. It attacked even more fiercely. Its huge bare paws slapped at the two beasts crazily, forcing the glacial snow mastiff and the flaming golden eagle to retreat. Bang! The black bear's paw landed and smashed a row of trees that were as thick as water buckets. The glacial snow mastiff was a step too slow and was sent flying by the wind from the paw. The flaming golden eagle couldn't fly and was at a complete disadvantage on the ground. Just when it was about to spit fire at the black bear, it was knocked to the ground by the black bear's roar. Dong! 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 The black demon bear berserk charged at the flaming golden eagle. Its feet were as big as a wash basin. Every time it landed, the ground would shake. Roar! When the black bear approached the flaming golden eagle, it suddenly leaped into the air. Its huge body that was like a small hill leaped into the air and was about to step on the flaming golden eagle. The flaming golden eagle would definitely be broken in half if it stepped on it. Black Bear, you're asking for a beating. Rumble. In the dark night, more than 10 intense fireballs suddenly appeared. Qin Feng's figure was still in the air, but he had already thrown out dozens of palms. The destructive fire instantly raised the temperature of the surroundings. Accompanied by violent explosions, it headed straight for the black bear. Bang! 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 The black bear's huge body made its movements clumsy. It was obvious that the black bear didn't have the ability to change its position in the air. More than 10 fireballs smashed on its chest like a meteor shower. The black bear was knocked a few meters away and landed on the ground. Dong! 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 A loud sound came from the ground. The black bear's body slid on the ground for more than 10 meters. The row of trees was knocked down. It was a spectacular scene. Qin Feng landed beside the flaming golden eagle. The golden eagle struggled to stand up. It flapped its wing that could still move and chirped excitedly. The glacial snow mastiff ran over from afar. Its entire body was blood red, and its original green fur was covered. It looked extremely frightening. Qin Feng was so angry that his face darkened. You two go back and rest. I'll avenge you, Qin Feng roared. Without waiting for the two little fellows to object, the glacial snow mastiff and the flaming golden eagle entered the system. Roar! Roar! The black demon bear roared angrily and stood up again. Its eyes, which were as big as light bulbs, had turned blood red. It glared at Qin Feng and roared furiously. The destructive fire did not burn the black demon bear's body. This showed that the black bear's fur was as hard as iron. It was not the kind of fur that one would expect. The black demon bear was completely enraged by Qin Feng. It slapped the trees around it and roared continuously. The towering trees were like small saplings that were as thin as a thumb under the black demon bear's paws. They were all smashed to the ground. Bang! Qin Feng didn't wait for the black demon bear to attack. He leaped into the air and swung the Heaven Splitter. The Heaven Splitter ability of the Heaven Splitter was activated. The pair of domineering battle axes became as big as a wheel. As the two axes slashed down, 2 dragons whizzed past, and dozens of axe cheese slammed into the black demon bear's chest. Bang! Bang! A series of violent explosions spread across the black demon bear's body. Its hard fur was not damaged at all. Instead, a row of spiky hairs fell off. Roar! Qin Feng's Stage 8 inner chi couldn't hurt the black demon bear. Instead, he enraged the black demon bear again and again. The black demon bear's earth-shattering roar was as loud as thunder. Not only did the black demon bear's sturdy body not retreat, it even approached Qin Feng step by step. Chapter 780. Rumble. The black demon bear had arrived under the tree where Qin Feng was hiding. It swung its huge paw and broke the entire row of towering trees. The branches were dense, and a violent aura radiated in all directions. Qin Feng leaped between the gaps of the trees. He felt as if he was struggling to escape from death. Roar! The black demon bear roared like thunder. Suddenly, it lifted a broken tree trunk and flung it at Qin Feng. Bang! The tree trunk stirred up a strong gust of wind, messing up Qin Feng's movement. The uneven branches at the top of the tree stabbed into Qin Feng's skin, causing him to bleed profusely. Qin Feng was still in the air when he was sent flying. He spat out mouthfuls of blood. He felt as if his internal organs were going to come out of his mouth. The black demon bear's roar became excited when it saw Qin Feng was injured. This beast was almost like a spirit, and its intelligence was almost on par with a human's. After it found a way to deal with Qin Feng, it casually picked up a tree and threw it in the direction Qin Feng fell. Rumble! The thick tree trunk pierced through the void, and wherever it went, there was a loud, crackling sound. The speed of the tree trunk was astonishing, and it shot towards Qin Feng like a rocket launcher. Qin Feng was severely injured, and his body floated uncontrollably in the air. He had no way to counterattack, let alone dodge. The Black Demon Bear Berserk was much more powerful than Qin Feng had imagined. 2 months ago, Qin Feng fought the Flame Wolf on Devil Beast Mountain. At that time, Qin Feng was only a Stage 5 Inner Chi expert, and his strength was equivalent to a Stage 7 Inner Chi martial artist. The Flame Wolf was equivalent to a demon cultivator with great completion Inner Chi. If Qiao Shishir hadn't been there to control the Flame Wolf, Qin Feng wouldn't have been able to kill it. After fighting the Black Demon Bear Berserk, Qin Feng realized that this beast was even more powerful. The Black Demon Bear didn't have much Inner Chi in its body. It was obvious that it was a physical cultivator, and it had probably reached Stage 9. The power of the external Stage 9 was unimaginable to Qin Feng. Moreover, this was a berserk demon beast. Demon beasts were clearly much stronger than human martial artists of the same realm. Seeing that the thick tree trunk was about to hit his chest, Qin Feng's mind moved slightly, and the ocean blue, sacred azure battle armor on his body instantly disappeared. The blood demon armor, which looked like it was dripping with blood, covered Qin Feng's entire body. Rumble! The thick tree branches hit the blood demon armor, producing a low and loud sound. Qin Feng's body shot out and floated in the air. This attack was too powerful. Qin Feng felt as if his body had been smashed by a small mountain. Without waiting for his body to fall to the ground, Qin Feng immediately grabbed a handful of healing pills and threw them into his mouth. Waste! Once the pill entered his mouth, Qin Feng's roiling blood calmed down slightly. He forced himself to stand up, flipped over, and landed on the ground. Qin Feng bent his body slightly. The blood demon armor on his body glowed with a strange blood-red light. Qin Feng held the spear of rat halos in his right hand and supported his body. The blood demon armor's main characteristic was that it contained a portion of the pure spiritual blood of a super demon beast. As long as the wearer wore the blood demon armor, they would be treated as their own kind. It could also activate the pure spiritual blood in the blood demon armor. After activating the pure spiritual blood, the wearer would gain the power of a demon beast. The power of the demon beast depended on the wearer's strength. Qin Feng activated the pure spiritual blood in the blood demon armor when he fought the Flame Wolf. However, Qin Feng's Inner Chi was only at Stage 5. After activating the pure spiritual blood, he didn't gain the power of a powerful demon beast. Now that Qin Feng's Inner Chi was at Stage 8, he activated the pure spiritual blood in the blood demon armor. Rubble! Qin Feng's mind moved slightly, and a series of explosive sounds came from his body. The blood-red blood demon armor seemed to be flowing with blood. It was as if the pure spiritual blood was flowing on Qin Feng's body. Roar! Roar! The black demon bear roared furiously and rushed to Qin Feng's side. Suddenly, its huge palms stopped in midair. Its blood-red eyes became vacant. It stared at Qin Feng for a long time before it finally lowered its arms. The black demon bear shook its head dumbly and patted its head. Finally, it let out a low roar, turned around, and walked away. Qin Feng didn't expect the blood demon armor to be so effective. It could even confuse a berserk demon beast like the black demon bear. Seeing that the opportunity had come, Qin Feng leaped into the air, and the winter iron glove on his right fist glowed with an orange light. He punched out, and the air in front of him was instantly shattered. Special Thunder Tiger Fist. Rumble! After activating the blood demon armor, Qin Feng felt that his strength had increased by many times. When he punched out, the roar of a tiger and the roar of thunder became much more intense, and the ground began to tremble slightly. Bang! 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 It was a simple punch, but it created dozens of sharp wind gusts. When Qin Feng's attacks landed on the black demon bear's thick back, he felt pain in his fist. The black demon bear's skin and flesh were so hard that Qin Feng couldn't penetrate it. Roar! The impact of the Special Thunder Tiger Fist was quite strong. Even if it didn't injure the black demon bear, it still recovered its senses. The black demon bear, who was temporarily blinded by the blood demon armor, roared at the sky. Its vacant eyes regained their color, and it entered a berserk state again. The black demon bear turned around and slapped its paws, frightening Qin Feng and forcing him to retreat. However, the wind gusts from the black demon bear's paws were so strong that they could topple a thick tree from 5 to 6 meters away. Qin Feng was already wearing the white cloud boots, but he was still blown away by the wind gusts. Dong, dong, dong. Qin Feng's body was like a kite with a broken string, explosively retreating in the fierce wind. He didn't know how many trees he had knocked over. Qin Feng had changed the blood demon armor to the sacred azure battle armor, which had a stronger defense. Otherwise, Qin Feng's bones would have been broken. The activated blood demon armor greatly increased Qin Feng's strength, but it was still a far cry from the berserk black demon bear's defense. Even if the bear stood still and let Qin Feng attack, with Qin Feng's current attack power, it would be difficult for him to penetrate the berserk black demon bear's thick and solid skin. Even with the protection of the sacred azure battle armor, Qin Feng still spat out a few mouthfuls of blood after being hit by the bear. The inner chi in his body was in a mess. He couldn't even stand up, let alone continue fighting. Rumble! As soon as Qin Feng landed on the ground, a violent wind-breaking sound came from the sky. The black demon bear threw a tree trunk at Qin Feng. The tree trunk was like a small rocket launcher, and it was about to hit Qin Feng. A strange energy wave suddenly appeared. Qin Feng moved his mind, and a figure flashed by. Shimin Chui Shui landed in front of Qin Feng. His white robe fluttered, and his long hair was disheveled by the wind. The tree trunk was less than a meter away from Shimin Chui Shui. With the tree trunk's speed, it would only take 0.1 seconds for it to hit Shimin Chui Shui. Even at this critical moment, Shimin Chui Shui's expression was still cold and emotionless. His face was as cold as the sacred snow that never melted on an iceberg. He unsheathed the black scabbard sword in his hand. A white light flashed, and a simple slash was unleashed with an aura that could split heaven and earth. This was a godlike existence, and his name was Shimin Chui Shui. Rumble! The air began to explode, and the deafening explosions sounded one after another. The thick tree trunk suddenly slowed down and came to a stop within a meter of the tree trunk. A crack appeared in the center of the tree trunk, and the crack spread rapidly. In a breath's time, the entire tree trunk was covered with cracks, as if it had been pierced by thousands of arrows. Bang! 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 The explosions grew louder and louder. The tree trunk that was suspended in midair began to explode. Wood splinters and tree branches flew in all directions, and when they fell on the trees and the ground, they made a loud noise that sounded like metal clashing with metal. Each of the branches and debris that exploded were mixed with turbulent air currents, and their destructive power was comparable to that of a bullet. If an ordinary person or even a low-level martial artist were to stand here, they would definitely be turned into a hornet's nest. Thud! Before the explosion stopped, Shimin Chui Shui had landed on the ground dozens of meters away with Qin Feng in his arms. Shimin Chui Shui's body was shrouded in a layer of invisible and intangible air barrier. The wood splinters that flew in all directions fell to the ground 1 meter away from Shimin Chui Shui. They formed a neat semicircle around Shimin Chui Shui. Master, are you all right? Shimin Chui Shui's voice was calm. He had always been like this. Fear still lingered in Qin Feng's heart. He was once again shocked by Shimin Chui Shui's strength. Both of them were stage 9 inner chi. So why was there such a huge gap between them? Before Qin Feng could ask Shimin Chui Shui about stage 9 inner chi, the black demon bear charged at him with a huge tree. Die, you filthy animal! Shimin Chui Shui said nothing. He leaped into the air and charged at the black demon bear. When Shimin Chui Shui was 10 meters away from the black demon bear, he swung his sword again. It was a simple slash, but it sent chills down Qin Feng's spine. Bang! 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 Sword chi came from all directions, condensing in front of the black demon bear and shooting at it. The thick tree branch on the black demon bear's shoulder suddenly exploded. The tree splitters hit the black demon bear's skin, but the black demon bear didn't react at all. Its indestructible fur was tougher than a bulletproof armored vehicle. Roar! Enraged by Shimin Chui Shui, the black demon bear threw the tree branch on its shoulder at Shimin Chui Shui. The tree branch exploded into its splinters in midair. It fell to the ground in front of Shimin Shui Shui without any throwing knives. Swoosh! Another sword hum sounded. Shimin Shui Shui swung his sword again. The black demon bear ignored Shimin Shui Shui's sword chi and charged at Shimin Shui Shui. Bang! 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 Hundreds of loud noises exploded on the black demon bear's body. The black bear's speed was neither fast nor slow. It used its hard skin and flesh to forcefully resist the sword. Qin Feng was dumbstruck by this scene. The long-awaited sound of skin cracking echoed in the air. Although it was very soft, it didn't escape Qin Feng and Shimin Shui Shui's ears. A crack smaller than a pinky finger appeared on the black demon bear's chest. However, the crack didn't expand like Qin Feng had imagined. It was just a small wound, and the amount of blood that flowed out was pitiful. Roar! While Shimin Shui Shui was distracted, the black demon bear had already reached him. It swung its giant paw at Shimin Shui Shui. The paw was still a meter away from Shimin Shui Shui, but the violent airflow sent Shimin Shui Shui flying. The paw sent Shimin Shui Shui flying dozens of meters away. Although he had achieved the great perfection of inner chi, his strength couldn't reach his peak at that time due to the interference of the Earth's magnetic field. As soon as Shimin Shui Shui landed on the ground, he immediately stood up. Although his face was stained with dust and his snow-white clothes were stained with blood, Shimin Shui Shui's expression was as cold and emotionless as ever. His cool and aloof aura didn't diminish at all. After sending Shimin Shui Shui flying, the black demon bear suddenly stopped, turned around, and lunged at Qin Feng. Chapter 781. Master, Ouyang Feng requests to fight. Ouyang Feng's voice resounded in Qin Feng's mind. He thought Shimin Shui Shui was enough to defeat the black demon bear, but the bear was much more powerful than he had imagined. Take this, you bastard! Ouyang Feng had been watching Master Qin and Shimin Shui Shui's good friend get beaten up in the system. He had been suppressing his anger for a long time. Now that he was released, Ouyang Feng rushed at the black demon bear eagerly. Roar! Roar! The black demon bear roared into the sky. It swung its thick arms in a circle and threw a metal ring at Ouyang Feng, who was in midair. Rumble! Their fists collided, creating an earth-shattering explosion. Ouyang Feng's body was suspended in midair, hovering above the black demon bear's head in a diving posture. He looked at the ground beneath the black demon bear's feet and saw that it had already cracked. The cracks were as thick as a person's arm and spread over a dozen meters. Bastard, is that all you've got? Ouyang Feng's fist landed on the black demon bear unscathed. He roared, somersaulted in the air, and punched the black demon bear again. Rumble! The fist landed on the black demon bear's arm, and the sound of bones breaking rang out. The black demon bear's eyes turned dark red, and it howled in agony with its mouth wide open. Its roar was like thunder, piercing through the air. Qin Feng and Shimin Shui Shui stood under a tree a dozen meters away, not daring to approach the center of the battlefield. The black robe on Ouyang Feng's body began to crackle. Under the impact of this powerful airflow, the black robe on his body began to tear, and in the end, it turned into pieces that flew everywhere. A naked Ouyang Feng appeared in front of Qin Feng and Shimin Shui Shui. Both of their jaws dropped. So Senior Ouyang Feng's body is so ugly? Qin Feng couldn't help but complain, but Shimin Shui Shui had already moved his eyes away. He didn't have the habit of sneaking glances at men's bodies. Ouyang Feng's skin was dark, and his body was covered with terrifying scars. Ouyang Feng clearly did not like the feeling of being naked. His hideous old face was twisted, and his eyes were bloodshot. Bang, bang, bang. Ouyang Feng's body began to explode. His muscles swelled with the sound of the explosion. His muscles were taut, and he had an ape's back and a bee's waist. Just looking at him would make anyone feel full of desire, no power. Rumble! After transforming, Ouyang Feng's body became even more lithe. With a light leap, he landed behind the black demon bear. The black demon bear's body was too big, so its movements were relatively slow. Before it could turn around, a violent explosion rang out behind it. Bang! Bang, bang, bang. Ouyang Feng's fists rained down on the black demon bear. Every punch carried an earth-shattering momentum. The black demon bear's roar became more and more miserable. Its indestructible skin and flesh were deformed. The barbed hair on its back had all fallen off, and its hard muscles had caved in. It was as if Ouyang Feng's punches were going to pierce through it. Roar, roar, roar. The black demon bear screamed incessantly. It struggled to turn around and swung its huge paw at Ouyang Feng, but Ouyang Feng punched it back. Bang, bang, bang. After the black demon bear turned around, Ouyang Feng started hammering its chest. The strength of a stage 10 external expert was more than 1,500 kilograms. Every punch from Ouyang Feng was like a small mountain pounding on the black demon bear's chest. Qin Feng was dumbfounded. He realized that Ouyang Feng didn't use much strength when he beat up Purple Dragon Su Xiaodian at the Soaring Cloud Mansion. Now, Ouyang Feng was truly explosive. Every time he punched, the air would tremble. It was like rolling thunder and the low roar of a dragon king. Bang, bang, bang. Ouyang Feng seemed to have fallen into a state of madness. His blood-red eyes looked like they were about to bleed. His fists had never stopped since the beginning. His speed was extremely fast and his strength was ferocious. The black demon bear that was as tall and sturdy as a small hill was beaten back by Ouyang Feng. Every step it took left a deep footprint on the ground, followed by the black demon bear's heart-wrenching screams. The black demon bear suddenly opened its mouth and spat out a large basin of black blood. Ouyang Feng looked as if he had been drenched in a rain of blood. His entire body was dyed black, the same color as his skin. Die, evil creature. Ouyang Feng ignored the putrid blood. His fist suddenly sped up and launched an even more violent attack. The black demon bear's chest caved in. Its sternum was broken and pierced through its back. The ghastly white bones were stained with black blood, and they pierced through its incomparably hard fur. Thump! The black demon bear finally couldn't withstand Ouyang Feng's fierce attacks. This was a punch from a stage 10 external expert. The black demon bear's huge body swayed a few times and finally fell straight to the ground, smashing a deep hole in the ground and raising a cloud of dust into the air. Whoosh! As soon as the black demon bear fell, Ouyang Feng also fell to the ground. The black demon bear was a stage 9 external magical beast, but its defense was definitely at the level of a stage 10 external martial artist. Even a top expert like Ouyang Feng was already so tired that he couldn't breathe. The black demon bear wasn't completely dead. Boiling black blood flowed from the holes on its body, and it was still panting heavily. Master, hurry up and refine the black demon bear's demon core. Little Pig's voice rang in Qin Feng's mind. Qin Feng was slightly taken aback. This black demon bear is an external expert. What's the point of devouring its demon core? Little Pig explained, Master, although the black demon bear doesn't have fire or ice elemental attacks, it still has its own elemental skills. The black demon bear is a berserk magical beast. If Master devours its demon core, you will obtain the berserk attribute of the black demon bear. In the future, when you encounter an enemy stronger than Master, you can go berserk. Qin Feng suddenly understood that all magical beasts would cultivate their own elemental skills. For example, the flame wolf had the fire attribute, the black demon bear had the berserk attribute, and the glacial snow mastiff had the ice attribute. Moreover, there were some supreme magical beasts that could comprehend 2 or more elemental skills on their own. These kinds of magical beasts were obviously more powerful. After understanding this, Qin Feng didn't waste any more words. The bloodthirst blade suddenly appeared in his hand. After the bloodthirst blade was stained with the black demon bear's blood, it glowed with a dark red luster. Even the black demon bear's hard fur became as easy as cutting tofu. Qin Feng cut the black demon bear open easily. The black demon bear's fur was very hard. Qin Feng stored it in the emerald spirit ring and waited for the opportunity to refine it into an armor-like spiritual weapon. Actually, Qin Feng had collected a lot of materials needed to refine spirit weapons. Because Qin Feng wanted to refine the Starry Sky flying sword, he also had a mission to refine a purple-grade spirit weapon. Last time, the flame wolf's fur, wolf fangs, and wolf tendons were all stored in the system by Qin Feng. After storing the useful materials from the black demon bear's body, Qin Feng threw a ball of destructive fire on it. Soon, the huge black demon bear was completely burned to ashes. Only a black demon core the size of a goose egg rose. The demon core wasn't afraid of the intense destructive fire and couldn't be burned at all. Qin Feng grabbed the black demon bear's demon core and swallowed it. When the demon core entered his stomach, Qin Feng felt like his throat was going to burst. Suddenly, a violent aura surged in Qin Feng's dantian. Qin Feng's stomach was so full that it felt like it was going to explode at any time. Master, hurry up and circulate the myriad beast mantra to devour the demon core. Little Pig's anxious voice sounded. Qin Feng didn't dare to hesitate. He quickly sat down cross-legged and circulated the myriad beast mantra. As he circulated the mantra, pictures of thousands of beasts emerged in Qin Feng's mind. Each and every one of them was vivid and lifelike. Qin Feng felt waves of dense demon energy flowing through his meridians. The demon energy expanded Qin Feng's meridians and nourished his blood and bone marrow. The swelling feeling slowly disappeared and was replaced by a warm and comfortable feeling. More and more devil chi surged, and the speed at which it circulated also increased. The demon energy circulated through Qin Feng's body and finally condensed in the demon core. The black demon core condensed again and gradually formed an illusory crystal core. The crystal core was dark and lusterless, as if it was going to devour the light of heaven and earth. As the demon energy continued to condense, the illusory crystal core gradually became solid rumble. Qin Feng's body suddenly exploded. The black demon core that belonged to the black demon bear had transformed into a black crystal core that belonged to Qin Feng. In Qin Feng's dantian, the black crystal core and the fiery red crystal core that he had devoured from the flaming wolf earlier stood side by side. They symbolized that Qin Feng possessed two different attributes of demon energy. Roar! Realizing that he had finished devouring the black demon bear's demon core, Qin Feng suddenly leaped up and released the violent attribute. A surging and violent airflow exploded in Qin Feng's dantian. Qin Feng felt as if he had transformed into a black demon bear that could kill a stage for enrich expert and below with a single roar. Congratulations, Master. Shimen Chui Shui and Ouyang Feng had been guarding Qin Feng. When they saw that Qin Feng had successfully devoured the demon core, they surrounded him. Master, let us out. Glacial Snow Mastiff and Flaming Golden Eagle shouted anxiously at Qin Feng in the system. Qin Feng released all three of his pets with a thought. Little Pig was bored to death, staying in the system every day. After it was released, it jumped onto the Flaming Golden Eagle's wings and scratched it. Then, it jumped onto the Glacial Snow Mastiff's back and rolled around. Roar! Once the Glacial Snow Mastiff was released, it jumped to Qin Feng's side and started barking. Qin Feng didn't understand, so he looked at Little Pig. Master, did you come to Devil Beast Mountain to devour an ice attribute demon core? Little Pig translated for Qin Feng. Yes. How did the Glacial Snow Mastiff know? Qin Feng asked Little Pig. Master, I told the Glacial Snow Mastiff about this. It said it wants to give its demon core to you, Little Pig said. How can you do that? Then the Glacial Snow Mastiff will die. Qin Feng immediately objected. He treated his pets like his own children. How could they devour the Glacial Snow Mastiff's demon core? Little Pig understood Qin Feng's concerns and explained, Master, the Glacial Snow Mastiff is a high-level demon beast. Even if its demon core is given to Master, you can cultivate a new demon core. Moreover, the Glacial Snow Mastiff was severely injured and its demon core is severely damaged. Repairing its current demon core is equivalent to condensing a new demon core. Master, why don't you devour its current demon core? Chapter 782. After Little Pig finished explaining, the glacial snow mastiff rubbed its head against Qin Feng's body. Qin Feng looked at the glacial snow mastiff's battered body and felt a stabbing pain in his heart. Music and literature suddenly. A ray of blue light emerged from the glacial snow mastiff's mouth. The blue light floated in the air and fell toward Qin Feng's palm. It was a blue monster core the size of an egg. It was the glacial snow mastiff's monster core. It was bone-piercingly cold to the touch. Qin Feng felt as if the temperature within a few meters of him had dropped by several degrees. Qin Feng looked at the monster core in his hand with some hesitation. Little Pig said, "Master, the glacial snow mastiff's monster core is severely damaged. You should quickly devour it. Otherwise, it won't be of much use. The glacial snow mastiff still needs to condense a new monster core." Little Pig's words were very reasonable. The glacial snow mastiff and the flaming golden eagle surrounded Qin Feng and nodded. Qin Feng felt a surge of warmth in his heart. He opened his mouth and swallowed the monster core. When the glacial snow mastiff's demon core entered his body, Qin Feng felt a bone-piercing cold, causing him to shiver. The surface of Qin Feng's body was covered with a layer of ice, and he became an ice statue. Ouyang Feng, Shimen Chui Xue, and the three pets surrounded Qin Feng. Seeing this, no one was too worried, because this was a normal reaction after consuming an ice-attributed monster core. Swallowing a magical beast monster core was something that would shock anyone. Even Ouyang Feng wouldn't dare do such a thing. This was because once a magical beast condensed a monster core, it would be an extremely powerful existence. Their monster core would condense a dense demonic aura. How could a normal person's body withstand the invasion of this monster core? His body would definitely explode from the demonic aura before he could even devour the demonic cores. However, Qin Feng possessed the 10,000 Beast spell. Moreover, his body was special. He could even practice the Beast Clan Supreme cultivation method. Therefore, Qin Feng could devour demon cores. This was the reason why the 10,000 Beast spell was so powerful. This was Qin Feng's third time devouring a magic core, and the process was very smooth. 10 minutes later, there were 3 cores coexisting in Qin Feng's dantian. One was fiery red like a burning flame. One was dark blue like 1,000-year ice. And the last one was dark and lusterless, as if it wanted to absorb all light. Rumble! Qin Feng stood up and raised his left hand. A ball of destructive flame burned intensely on his palm. Whoosh! Qin Feng then raised his right hand, and a layer of hard ice suddenly covered his right arm. Left hand, raging flames. Right hand, ice. This scene was extremely strange and rare. That was an ability that only the extremely rare dual-attribute devil cultivators of the devil race could possess. Master, the ice released by the glacial snow mastiff is called extreme ice. It's a type of ice that hasn't melted for hundreds of years. Ordinary flames can't melt it. Little Pig explained. Qin Feng looked at the deep blue and bone-piercing extreme ice. He was very satisfied with this name. Little Pig, has my body reached the level of a 6th grade alchemist? The reason why Qin Feng came to Devil Beast Mountain in search of ice-type monster cores was to improve his alchemy skills. That's hard to say. Master has to personally refine the elixir to judge. If he can refine a 6th grade elixir, then he has naturally reached the level of a 6th grade alchemist. Moreover, 6th grade alchemists are also divided into different levels of strength. Some 6th grade alchemists can refine all 6th grade golden elixirs, and their success rate is very high. Some 6th grade alchemists can only refine a specific type of 6th grade golden elixir, and their success rate is surprisingly low. After hearing Little Pig's explanation, Qin Feng couldn't confirm his alchemy level. He could only wait until the alchemy conference to find out. Qin Feng had gone through a great battle on Devil Beast Mountain and absorbed 2 monster cores. The sky outside was already beginning to brighten. Qin Feng recalled Shimen Chui Xue and Ouyang Feng back into the system. Since the flaming golden eagle and glacial snow mastiff were severely injured, Qin Feng sent them back into the system to recuperate. Qin Feng rode Flaming Dragon Horse out of Devil Beast Mountain. The sky in the distance was turning white. Black Turtle was still waiting for Qin Feng on the shore. There were all kinds of fish and prawns piled up on the shore like a small hill. Black Turtle was eating delicious food, while Black Turtle wagged its tail happily. Roar! Black Turtle roared excitedly as soon as Qin Feng came out. Little Pig translated, "Master, Black Turtle wants to treat you to a feast." Qin Feng's mouth twitched when he saw the ground covered in blood and the smell of fish wafting in the air. Qin Feng declined Black Turtle's good intentions and jumped onto Black Turtle's giant shell. Black Turtle seemed to know it was time to set off. Suddenly, the many-banded kite opened its bloody mouth and swallowed the small hill of fish into its stomach. Qin Feng watched as the many-banded kite's body expanded and the fish and prawns slowly wriggled down its body. Qin Feng broke out in a cold sweat. Song River was a large river surrounding the Yun province and flowed through the 4 cities of the Yun province. Qin Feng sat on Black Turtle's back and sailed all the way to a port in Yunhai City. Luckily, there weren't many people at the port. Qin Feng purposely let Black Turtle dock a few hundred meters away from the port. Otherwise, if fishermen and sailors saw Black Turtle, they would be scared to death. Qin Feng said goodbye to Black Turtle on the shore. Black Turtle dove into the water and swam towards the depths of Song River. At this moment, Qin Feng's phone rang. "Green Wolf, where are you? The people from St. Medic Hall are here. Many medicinal workshop teams are here too. If you really dare to stand me up, I won't let you off." Ren Xiao Yao's grumbling voice came through the phone. I'm coming. Give me 10 minutes and I'll come and smack your butt." Qin Feng hung up without waiting for Ren Xiao Yao to curse. Qin Feng wasn't familiar with Yunhai City. He had only been to Hepping Town before. However, there were many taxis parked outside the port. Qin Feng hailed a taxi and rushed to Hepping Town. Half an hour later, Qin Feng arrived at Hepping Town. During the half-an-hour journey, Ren Xiao Yao almost blew up Qin Feng's phone. In the end, Qin Feng simply turned off his phone. In Qin Feng's mind, Hepping Town was desolate and deserted. Only a few hundred families lived here. Normally, only a few people could be seen on the streets. But today, Hepping Town was bustling with noise and excitement. The entrance of Feng Yun Fun City was already crowded with people. These people's attire was a little strange. It was a far cry from the fashionable style of a metropolis. Each and every one of them was wearing a long robe, and they looked like a group of people who had time-traveled from ancient times. As soon as Qin Feng got out of the car, he bumped into a woman who was in a hurry. Qin Feng didn't know which part of the woman's body he bumped into, but he felt her bounciness. She looked adorable. "Ah, you bastard, do you have eyes? Eh, so it's you, you stinking man. How dare you follow me? Tell me, did you follow me all the way from the provincial capital to Hepping Town to assault my breasts?" The beautiful woman Qin Feng bumped into was Ren Xiao Yao. She was running around frantically, looking for Green Wolf. Qin Feng didn't notice her after he got out of the car. This was the 3rd time they bumped into each other. Qin Feng was participating in the medicinal pill conference as Xiao Feng. Many pharmacies and sects from the outside world had come to participate in the medicinal pill conference. Green Wolf's identity was too eye-catching in the outside world. Qin Feng had always liked to keep a low profile. He had bumped into Ren Xiao Yao once in Martial Artist Town using Xiao Feng's identity. No wonder Ren Xiao Yao flew into a rage when she recognized Xiao Feng. "Io, it's you again, big-breasted girl? I say, you're so young. Why can't you be a little more reserved? You walk around the streets with your chest puffed out all day long. Do you have any sense of civility?" Qin Feng angrily reprimanded Ren Xiao Yao. Ren Xiao Yao was dumbfounded. Qin Feng's words made her doubt her life. Was it really her fault? What nonsense are you talking about? Quickly shut up for this young miss. Ren Xiao Yao was so angry that his neck turned red. The people gathered here were all people from the alchemy world. Ren Xiao Yao could not afford to lose face like this. Qin Feng felt great when he saw Ren Xiao Yao being humiliated. He was almost driven to death by this girl on the way here. This was a small punishment for her. Forget it. Since you're still young, I won't argue with you. But I'm warning you, Don't sneak attack me with your chest again. I'm not a casual man. Qin Feng stared at little Yao with a serious expression. Little Yao was so angry that she gritted her teeth. Ren Xiao Yao wanted to beat Qin Feng up, but she was afraid of making a scene. After all, Ren Xiao Yao was here to participate in the Elixir Conference. She didn't want to make any mistakes. Ren Xiao Yao stomped her feet in anger. Qin Feng was amused. Several groups of people gathered at the entrance of Fun City were chatting. Among them, a handsome man dressed in a white tang suit walked toward Qin Feng. Behind him was an old man. "Miss Ren, long time no see." The old man greeted Ren Xiao Yao. Ren Xiao Yao was still angry. When she saw the old man, her face darkened. This handsome man was a disciple of the Yang family, one of the 4 major families in the provincial capital. He was Yang Can's cousin, Yang Wei. Don't look at Yang Wei's gentle appearance and elegant manner of speech. Those who know him well know that he is a wolf in sheep's skin. He is a typical hypocritical playboy. Many innocent girls in the capital have been deceived by this scum's appearance. "Do I know you? Don't greet me so casually." Ren Xiao Yao's face darkened. The St. Medic Hall had a special status. If it was someone else, they wouldn't dare to talk to Yang Wei in such a tone, even if they were afraid of the Yang family's power. Yang Wei was humiliated. Although he was furious, he maintained a gentlemanly smile on his face. "Miss Ren, I believe that the St. Medic Hall will be crowned as the Elixir King in today's Elixir Conference. As the saying goes, don't slap a smiling face." Yang Wei began to praise Ren Xiao Yao. Ren Xiao Yao hated hypocritical people like Yang Wei. Her tone became even colder. "Yang Wei, don't you feel disgusted by your words? If you really want the St. Medic Hall to be crowned as the Elixir King, then your Yang merchant group should withdraw from the competition now." Back then, Ren Xiao Yao had sought out Green Wolf to join the St. Medic Hall because he knew that the Yang family's Yang Merchant Association had secretly nurtured a batch of powerful alchemists. In today's alchemy meet, the St. Medic Hall had many strong opponents, and the Yang Merchant Association was clearly one of them. Yang Wei choked on his words, and the smile on his face faded. Suddenly, Yang Wei looked at Xiao Feng and said with a playful smile, "Miss Ren, is this your new bodyguard? Why does he look so uncouth?" Qin Feng was very concerned about the appearance of Xiao Feng, so he was unhappy when he heard Yang Wei's comment. Xiao Yao, who had been suppressing a belly full of anger, suddenly laughed. Without waiting for Qin Feng to speak, she leaped to Qin Feng's side and intimately wrapped her arms around Qin Feng's. Her upper body leaned against Qin Feng's chest as she gloated at Yang Wei. "What's wrong with your eyes? This is my new boyfriend. Don't you dare say bad things about him." Qin Feng and Yang Wei's mouths twitched. Yang Wei had long coveted Ren Xiao Yao's beauty, but he couldn't get his hands on this sexy girl. Now that he saw Ren Xiao Yao in a relationship with an ordinary man, Yang Wei felt like he was stabbed in the heart. Qin Feng knew he was being used as a shield by a woman, and his heart felt as if it had been stabbed. Chapter 783. Hello, I'm Yang Wei from one of the 4 major families in the provincial capital. Yang Wei quickly regained his senses and extended his hand to Qin Feng with a smile. Qin Feng held Ren Xiao Yao's slender waist with one hand and grasped Yang Wei's hand with the other. "So you're the young master of the provincial capital's Yang family. Nice to meet you." Qin Feng felt a strong force coming from Yang Wei's hand as soon as he grasped Yang Wei's hand. Yang Wei was a Stage 3 inner chi martial artist. He didn't really want to shake hands with Qin Feng. Instead, he wanted to trick Qin Feng. "I still don't know your name." "Forget it. I won't remember your name even if you tell me." Yang Wei squeezed Qin Feng's hand harder and made sarcastic remarks. After squeezing for a while, Yang Wei suddenly felt that something was wrong. Qin Feng's face was calm and tranquil. He didn't look like he was in pain at all. This guy must be trying to stay calm. In fact, he was in so much pain that he was about to lose control of his bowels. Yes, that must be it. Yang Wei comforted himself in his heart. Qin Feng smiled and said, "Young Master Yang, it's not good for you to hold my hand and not let go." Yang Wei guessed that Qin Feng was faking it. He heard Qin Feng begging for mercy. Yang Wei's face was full of smiles. He didn't want to let go of Qin Feng and continued to squeeze harder. I like you very much. I want to shake hands with you a little longer to show my courtesy. Yang Wei casually made up an excuse. I see. Then I'll shake hands with you a little longer. Qin Feng smirked and suddenly squeezed harder. Just as Yang Wei was feeling pleased with himself, his face instantly turned the color of a pig's liver. A majestic and boundless strength spread from his hand. Yang Wei could hear the crackling of his bones, and his palm was deformed by Qin Feng's grip. Ah, you let go of me. Yang Wei gritted his teeth and didn't scream. Qin Feng said unhurriedly, Young Master Yang, what you said just now is very reasonable. It's because I admire you that I want to shake hands with you a little longer to show my courtesy. Qin Feng grinned at Yang Wei, who was in pain. He obviously didn't want to let go. Ren Xiao Yao wasn't stupid. She had guessed Yang Wei's intentions the moment Yang Wei took the initiative to shake hands with Qin Feng. Now that Yang Wei had suffered a setback, Ren Xiao Yao was extremely delighted. In fact, Ren Xiao Yao was very unhappy with Xiao Feng and Yang Wei. She deliberately pretended to be Xiao Feng's girlfriend in order to make Yang Wei and Xiao Feng fight. Seeing that the plan was successfully implemented, Ren Xiao Yao smirked. Ah, what are you doing? Ren Xiao Yao suddenly screamed in shock. Qin Feng pinched Yang Wei's hand with one hand and touched Ren Xiao Yao's perky buttocks with the other. He looked at Ren Xiao Yao with a smile and said, Yao Yao, why are you so surprised? You're my girlfriend, right? You usually like the feeling of me touching your butt. Qin Feng spoke with a straight face, but Ren Xiao Yao was so angry that she was about to explode. However, in order not to be exposed, Ren Xiao Yao could only swallow her anger. She covered her mouth and giggled. My dear, there are outsiders here. I'll be shy. You can touch me when there's no one around. Ren Xiao Yao hurriedly slapped Qin Feng's hand away and struggled out of his embrace. When Yang Wei saw this scene, he was so angry that he almost vomited blood. His hand was about to be crushed by Qin Feng. Qin Feng actually disregarded him and flirted with Ren Xiao Yao. This was too much. Stinking brat, let go of me. I'm the young master of the Yang family in the provincial capital. Yang Wei knew that Qin Feng was deliberately exerting force, so he angrily yelled at Qin Feng. Qin Feng's expression didn't change. He said unhurriedly, Young Master Yang, why are you so angry? I only shook your hand a little longer because I admired you. Don't you like it? You should have told me earlier. Qin Feng increased the strength of his hand. Yang Wei couldn't take it anymore. He opened his mouth and screamed like a pig being slaughtered. This attracted the attention of the people who came to the conference. What are you doing, you wild brat? Let go of my young master Yang. The old man behind Yang Wei's face turned cold. A powerful aura burst out from his body. Qin Feng sensed that the old man was only a stage 6 inner chi expert. Young Master Yang, what are you shouting for? You scared me. If I get a heart attack or something, you'll have to take responsibility. Qin Feng acted as if he was frightened and shook off Yang Wei's hand. Yang Wei and the old man behind him were so angry that they rolled their eyes, and their cataracts were about to pop out. You brat, just you wait. You better not let me see you in the provincial capital. I'll make you die a miserable death. Yang Wei came to show his strength to Qin Feng, but he was slapped in the face by Qin Feng. He glared at Qin Feng angrily, as if he wanted to skin Qin Feng alive. Qin Feng didn't care at all. He said leisurely, Young Master Yang, are you also here to participate in the conference? Aren't you spouting nonsense? We're not here to participate in the conference. Are we here to starve? Let me tell you the truth. Our Yang merchant group has trained a group of powerful alchemists this time. The best pharmacy this year will not be ours. Yang Wei seemed to have forgotten the pain in his hand. He raised his head and puffed out his chest. Didn't you just say that the St. Medic Hall will win the title of King of Elixirs? You're a liar. Qin Feng tried to undermine Yang Wei. Xiao Yao agreed with Qin Feng's words and glared at Yang Wei angrily. Yang Wei immediately realized that he had accidentally fallen into Qin Feng's trap. He was so angry that he began to roll his eyes again. Before Yang Wei could speak, Qin Feng continued, "Young Master Yang, seeing that I'm your friend, I advise the Yang merchant group to go back. It's impossible for you to win the title of King of Elixirs." Looking at Qin Feng's sincere and earnest expression, Yang Wei wanted to send him flying with a kick. "Who the hell is your friend? What kind of look is that? Don't talk nonsense if you don't know anything." Yang Wei glared at Qin Feng angrily. "Is there anything wrong with what I said? Aren't you impotent? How can you win the title of King of Elixirs? I'm the only one who can win this kind of competition." Qin Feng looked at Yang Wei seriously. Yang Wei and the other two were stunned. They had no idea what Qin Feng was talking about. But soon, little demon Ren burst into laughter while clutching his stomach. "Motherfucker, how dare you use my name as a joke? You're courting death." Yang Wei finally came to his senses. He unleashed his pent-up anger and threw a punch at Qin Feng's face. Bam! His fist suddenly stopped in midair, less than 5 centimeters away from Qin Feng's nose. Yang Wei's face was hideous and terrifying. He exerted all his strength, but his fist couldn't move forward even an inch. "Brat, let me fight you." The old man behind Yang Wei was so angry that his beard became crooked. His skinny palm struck out without warning. This old man was a stage 6 inner chi expert, so his attack was fast. By the time Xiao Yao reacted, Qin Feng had already grabbed the old man's palm. The old man's eyes were filled with fear and disbelief. The old man unleashed his stage 6 inner chi, but Qin Feng's hand was like a vice that clamped down on his wrist. No matter how hard the old man tried, he could not break free. "Uncle Yao, what are you doing?" Yang Wei looked at the old man in disbelief. This old man was an alchemist nurtured by the Yang family's Chamber of Commerce. Now he could refine a 6th-grade golden pill. At the same time, Uncle Yao was a stage 6 inner chi warrior. Obviously, Yang Wei didn't expect that Uncle Yao would lose to this unremarkable young man in front of him. "Young friend, there is no grudge between us. Please let go of me as soon as possible." Uncle Yao sensed the danger. He did not expect this young man to be so powerful. Qin Feng let go of Uncle Yao's hand, and Uncle Yao staggered 3 steps backward. Yang Wei, who was a stage 3 inner chi expert, fell flat on his face. He almost broke 2 of his teeth. "Young Master Yang, let's go back first." Uncle Yao dragged Yang Wei away before he could vent his anger. No matter how stupid Yang Wei was, he understood that Uncle Yao was no match for this unremarkable young man. Uncle Yao was the most powerful expert that the Yang family's Chamber of Commerce had brought this time. If even Uncle Yao could not defeat Qin Feng, Yang Wei would not know how he died. The farce ended before it even began. Uncle Yao dragged Yang Wei into Feng Yunfun City. Chapter 784. Ren Xiao Yao seemed to have changed into a different person. She pulled at her hair and jumped around like a little monkey. Everyone could see that Miss Ren was very angry, but the people of St. Medic were confused. They didn't know why Miss Ren was so angry all of a sudden. Let me introduce you to a very powerful alchemist. Ren Little Demon jumped around for a while and suddenly changed her expression. She introduced Qin Feng with a smile. "Hello, everyone. I'm Qiao Feng." Ren Little Demon suddenly realized that she didn't know Qiao Feng's name. Qin Feng took the initiative to introduce himself. "Yes, this is alchemist Qiao Feng I invited. He's a very powerful alchemist and will participate in the conference with us. Everyone can get to know each other first." Ren Little Demon smiled awkwardly. The men and women of the Sacred Medic Hall all came up to greet Qin Feng. After the introductions were over, Uncle Gu remained standing where he was, looking at Qin Feng coldly. "Miss Run, it's enough for St. Medic to have me as the main alchemist. Why did you invite a kid who hasn't even grown his hair yet? I can tell that he's not an ordinary person." Uncle Gu took advantage of his seniority. He didn't treat Qin Feng well like the other people of St. Medic. Instead, he showed his power to Qin Feng. Qin Feng ignored Uncle Gu's question and hugged Ren Little Demon in his arms. "All right, I haven't introduced myself to everyone. I'm Yao Yao's boyfriend." "What? You don't believe me? Come, Yao Yao, let's kiss each other." Qin Feng lowered his head to kiss Ren Little Demon's sexy lips. Ren Little Demon was shocked and pushed him away. The people of Saint Medic were dumbfounded. This Qiao Feng is really unreliable. When did we say we don't believe him? You're trying to take advantage of our miss. Ahem, Qiao Feng, you're so annoying. I'll be shy in front of so many people. After Ren Little Demon pushed Qiao Feng away, she didn't want to ruin their relationship. She was afraid that Qiao Feng would walk away in anger, so she had to say something to smooth things over. The people of the St. Medicine Hall originally didn't believe that Qiao Feng was Miss Ren's boyfriend. It was because Qiao Feng looked too ordinary. Even if you were ugly, it was still a special characteristic. However, Qiao Feng made people forget him immediately after seeing him. But when they heard Miss Ren admit it, they had to believe it. Sure enough, people should always be filled with hope. There was nothing impossible in this world. Miss Ren, we're here to participate in the Elixir Conference. This Elixir Conference concerns the survival of Saint Medic for the next 3 years. I hope Miss Ren won't take it lightly. What's more, if you lose this competition, you won't be able to explain it to the elders of the Run family. Uncle Gu couldn't stand it anymore and coldly expressed his dissatisfaction. Qin Feng also disliked Uncle Gu. This old man had a gloomy aura, and he gave off the feeling that he was a cunning old fox. "Uncle Gu, you're worrying too much. I know what I'm doing." Ren Little Demon regained her serious expression. She valued this Elixir Conference more than anyone else. "If that's the case, then I want this brat to leave immediately. We're not familiar with him, and we don't know where he came from. Maybe he's a spy sent by another medicine hall." Uncle Gu was overbearing, and he wouldn't stop until he chased Qin Feng away. Ren Little Demon revealed a troubled expression. She was sure that Qin Feng couldn't be a spy, because even Qin Feng didn't want to participate in the competition. Back in Martial Artist Town, Ren Little Demon was the one who begged Qin Feng to come. When Ren Little Demon was exploring Ghost Mountain, she discovered that Green Wolf might be a high-level alchemist. That was why she endured the humiliation and dragged Qin Feng into the group. With one more person, the chances of winning would be higher, so Ren Little Demon didn't want to chase Qin Feng away. "Uncle Gu, I'm the one who hired Qiao Feng. What's there to doubt about his identity?" Ren Little Demon suddenly became assertive. She had some opinions about Uncle Gu. Uncle Gu was an alchemist hired by the Sacred Medicine Hall at a high price. But Uncle Gu often ordered Ren Little Demon around and even disobeyed some of the orders of the Ren family's elders. Because Uncle Gu was the strongest alchemist in the Sacred Medicine Hall, the Ren family could only turn a blind eye to him. "Miss Ren, it's not that I have any opinions about you. I'm doing this because I'm responsible for the Sacred Medicine Hall. You're still young, and the hearts of people in this world are sinister. How can a silly little girl like you understand?" Ren Little Demon had grown up to this age, and no one dared to say anything bad about her. Uncle Gu called her a silly little girl in front of everyone. Ren Little Demon was so angry that her chest rose and fell violently. Qin Feng pulled Ren Little Demon into his embrace, and his large hand very naturally rested on Ren Little Demon's ample bosom. "I say, old man, you really have a lot of nonsense to say. What right do you have to suspect that there's something wrong with me? You're just an alchemist hired by the Ren family. You just have to do your job well. Who gave you the right to order my Yao Yao around?" "Oh, I know. Have you taken a fancy to my Yao Yao?" "You old pervert. I'm warning you. Yao Yao only belongs to me. If you dare to covet Yao Yao's beauty again, I won't care about the traditional virtue of respecting the old and loving the young. I'll beat you until you're looking for your teeth on the ground." Qin Feng put on the air of a ruffian and rained down a scolding on Uncle Gu. Uncle Gu's old eyes fell to the ground. He was stunned by Qin Feng's scolding. The Sacred Medicine Hall disciples also looked like they were suffering from senile dementia. Everyone stole glances at Uncle Gu from time to time. This old man was already over 50 years old, yet he still had ideas about Miss Ren. Everyone's eyes revealed a look of disdain. Umph. Ignorant child, I don't feel like talking nonsense with you. Uncle Goo stared blankly for a good while. The expression on his face changed several hundred times, but in the end, he didn't explode. He glared fiercely at Qin Feng, turned around, and walked far away. The others also came back to their senses. Everyone saw that the atmosphere wasn't quite right, so they also found all sorts of excuses to slip away. Run Little Demon was still in Qin Feng's embrace when she suddenly felt a strange sensation in her chest. She instinctively looked over and pushed Qin Feng away in fright. You're crazy. Run Little Demon yelled at Qin Feng, but she didn't make a fuss. A blush appeared on her pretty face, and she lowered her head and ran far away. A strange feeling emerged in Run Little Demon's heart. When she saw Xiao Feng helping to reprimand Uncle Goo, she felt very carefree. She had long wanted Uncle Goo to know his identity and status, but she didn't dare to say it because she had too many misgivings. The people of Sacred Medicine Hall gathered at the entrance of Feng Yun Fun City and chatted. There were also many people from other pharmacies gathered there. Qin Feng walked towards the crowd. As he approached, he suddenly saw a few familiar faces. The Elixir Conference this time was very spectacular. Many teams had come to participate in the competition. Among the dozens of teams, there was a team wearing black robes and straw hats that covered their faces. They were obviously people from Poison Sect because Elder Yang stood at the forefront of the team. Beside Elder Yang was a tall and sturdy man, but he wasn't Elder Yin. It seemed that this man's position in Poison Sect was even higher than Elder Yang's. Qin Feng's gaze moved and fell on a beautiful woman wearing a pink cheongsam in the crowd. The beautiful woman wore heavy makeup and looked sexy and charming. Her pure and lovely face was completely covered by foundation. Qin Feng almost didn't recognize her. Why is Wai in here? Qin Feng also recognized a few familiar faces in the crowd. These people should be from the outer martial arts world. Qin Feng had fought with all the big sects in the outer martial arts world. Although he didn't know these people's names, he had seen some of them. Each team maintained a certain distance from each other. They seemed to be chatting and laughing with each other, but in fact, they were secretly gathering information about the forces of other participating teams. Qin Feng observed for a while and was about to ask Hua Yin when Rin Little Demon suddenly popped up. Qin, no, Xiao Feng, I don't even know what to call you. You haven't explained it to me yet. Have you taken a fancy to me since a long time ago? The previous 2 times, including today's chest attack, were all premeditated, right? Rin Little Demon stared at Qin Feng with a serious expression. She looked very cute. Qin Feng teased Rin Little Demon and said, I've been hiding so well, but you still found me. Rin Xiao Yao's pretty face suddenly turned red, and she yelled angrily, You bastard, you better remember this young lady's past. You assaulted my breasts, swindled my pills at Ghost Mountain, and caused trouble at St. Panacea. I'll settle all these old and new debts with you after this alchemy conference is over. Rin Little Demon was furious. She didn't expect Xiao Feng and Green Wolf to be the same person. If she knew this earlier, she might not have begged Qin Feng to participate in the Elixir Conference. She would have killed Qin Feng to vent her anger. Yao, we're a couple now. Why are you so calculative about these trivial matters? Qin Feng looked at Rin Little Demon with a smile. Trivial matters? How many medicinal pills did you steal from me at Ghost Mountain? How many advantages did you take from me? How can these be considered trivial matters? Rin Xiao Yao placed her hands on her hips, the spoiled temper of a spoiled young lady surging up in her heart. Halfway through her shout, she suddenly felt that something was wrong. Her pretty face turned red, and she angrily shouted, Who's your lover? Don't talk nonsense. I said that just to make you and Yang Wei have a conflict. You're really stupid. Rin Little Demon's complacent expression made Qin Feng feel like she was toying with Qin Feng. So that's what you're thinking? Sigh. I'm so infatuated with you. I've been watching you every day, hoping to meet you by chance. My heart hurts. Qin Feng clutched his chest and put on an exaggerated expression. Rin Little Demon had been spoiled since she was young. She rarely came into contact with society and had never been in a relationship. She was actually very pure. She couldn't tell if Qin Feng was telling the truth or lying. It was Ren Little Demon's first time being confessed to. She was caught unprepared. She gripped the corner of her clothes tightly and pretended to be angry. Don't think too much. I don't have any feelings for you. I'm here to talk business. Do you know the rules of this elixir conference? Seeing Run Little Demon's nervous expression, Qin Feng laughed in his heart. However, he still put on a dazed expression. I don't know, and I'm not in the mood to listen. Ren Little Demon's heartbeat sped up. She had a strange feeling that she had never felt before. She forced herself to calm down and said seriously, then listened carefully. This elixir conference will be held for 3 days. The first day's competition will be pill refining speed. The second day's competition will be pill grade. The last day's competition will be pill king. Ren Little Demon attached great importance to this elixir conference. She began to explain the specific rules of each day's competition in detail to Qin Feng. Pill refining speed was a competition of pill refining speed. The team that refined more pills within a specified time would be awarded more points. Pill grade was a competition of the quality of the completed pill. Different alchemists would refine the same elixir with different grades. The difference in grades would directly affect the medicinal properties of the pill. As for the last day's pill king, everyone would use their best pill refining skills to refine the most powerful pill. Then, an elixir king would be chosen. The 3 days of competition had points. They were all very important. Only by obtaining good results in all 3 competitions could one become the #1 medicinal clinic. AA 2705-221. Chapter 785. After listening to Run Xiao Yao's explanation, Qin Feng understood the rules of the alchemy conference. Not long ago, he devoured the glacial snow mastiff's demon core and became a dual-attribute martial artist. Qin Feng didn't know how much his alchemy skills had improved. He had to wait for the competition to start. The first round of the alchemy conference will be held tomorrow morning. Prepare well tonight, and don't screw up. Ren Xiao Yao added. The competition starts tomorrow morning? Then why did you call me here in such a hurry? Qin Feng rolled his eyes and complained. Ren Xiao Yao felt a little embarrassed, but she still put on a strong front and said, the competition starts at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. If you don't come today, can you make it tomorrow? Plus, you have a beauty like me with you. Do you think it's unfair to take up one more day of your time? Qin Feng glanced at Ren Xiao Yao's plump breasts and curled his lips. You can see but not touch. Boring. Go to hell. Ren Xiao Yao was so angry that her teeth hurt. She rolled her eyes and walked away. It was still early, so the teams that had arrived were looking for ways to kill time. More and more teams arrived. Qin Feng felt bored. When he saw Hua Yin walking into Feng Yun Fun City, he followed her. As soon as he entered the house, Yang Wei came up to him. When he passed by Qin Feng, he glared at Qin Feng and ran to pester Ren Xiao Yao. Honey, where are you going? Take me with you. When Ren Xiao Yao saw Yang Wei, she ran to Qin Feng's side instinctively. She even took Qin Feng's arm to show that she was very close to him. Qin Feng knew this girl was using him as a shield, but he didn't care. He felt a soft and elastic sensation on his arm, which made him feel very comfortable. Yang Wei pulled a long face. He had asked Uncle Yao about it after he shook hands with Qin Feng. Uncle Yao said he was no match for Qin Feng and advised Yang Wei not to provoke Qin Feng. This time, Yang Wei represented the Yang family's Chamber of Commerce in the alchemy conference. The people he brought with him were all experts in alchemy. The strongest among them was Uncle Yao, who was a stage 6 inner chi expert. In this strange and desolate place, Yang Wei could only tolerate Qin Feng for the time being. Yang Wei planned to find someone to teach Qin Feng a lesson after he won the title of the first pharmaceutical clinic. Yao Yao, what do you want to play? I'll take you to play. Look at that kid. He's even more ordinary than a piece of white paper. His status isn't even as good as mine. Why are you following him? Yang Wei really couldn't figure out this problem. He felt deeply insulted. Ren Xiao Yao rolled her eyes at Yang Wei and said, Who do you care about what I like? Also, don't call me Yao Yao. Only my darling can call me that. When Ren Xiao Yao was in the capital, she was annoyed to death by Yang Wei. It was rare for her to find a chance to take revenge on Yang Wei, so Ren Xiaoyao would not miss it. Besides, she had made an enemy for Qiao Feng. Ren Xiaoyao was very happy. Kid, I'm telling you, I'm a member of the Yang family, one of the 4 great families in the capital. If you know what's good for you, you'd better leave now, and I'll write off all the grievances between us. Seeing that Ren Xiaoyao was ignoring him, Yang Wei started to threaten Qin Feng, trying to scare him away. Oh, I know you're the young master of the Yang family. I also know that your name is Yang Wei. You've told me that you're here to compete for the King of Elixirs. I even told you that you had no chance. Is your memory bad? Qin Feng looked at Yang Wei seriously. Yang Wei was fuming. He couldn't help but glance at Qin Feng's crotch. He couldn't help but want to pull off Qin Feng's pants. Aren't we both men? How big can your balls be? Ren Xiaoyao was happy to see Yang Wei being bullied. She pulled Qin Feng away and said, Darling, there's a lot of fun in this amusement park. Let's go play some games. Don't waste time with this kind of person. Qin Feng and Ren Xiaoyao had already walked away. Yang Wei was so angry that he stomped on the ground twice and chased after them. Yao, do you like these dolls? I'll help you catch a few. I'm a little expert at catching dolls. Ren Xiaoyao pulled Qin Feng to the side of a claw machine. Yang Wei immediately became complacent. The first floor of Fengyan Fun City was filled with all kinds of game machines. A hedonistic young master like Yang Wei had mastered all kinds of entertainment devices in the amusement park while he was flirting with girls. Yang Wei didn't believe that he couldn't beat Qiao Feng in this aspect. Before Ren Xiaoyao could object, Yang Wei squeezed his way to the claw machine, inserted 2 coins, and started to catch the dolls. Ren Xiaoyao really liked one of the little yellow dolls. However, she didn't want Yang Wei to catch one for her. Ren Xiaoyao was about to pull Qin Feng away, but Qin Feng stopped her. Yang Wei was indeed a veteran at catching dolls. He operated the machine skillfully, and soon, the biggest little yellow doll was slowly rising up. Seeing that he was about to catch it, Ren Xiaoyao cursed the doll in her heart, hoping that it would fall down. Meanwhile, Qin Feng silently circulated his qi and placed his palm on the claw machine. Throw! The doll that was about to reach the shore suddenly fell back down. Just a little bit more. Oh, that's great. I can't catch it. I can't catch it. When the doll fell back down, Yang Wei and Ren Xiaoyao had completely different reactions. Yang Wei was so angry that his mouth became crooked when he saw Ren Xiaoyao's excited expression. It was a small mistake just now. I'll catch it this time. Yang Wei found an excuse for himself and immediately inserted 2 coins to catch it again. The doll rose to the top and suddenly fell back down. Damn it! I don't believe it. Let's try again. It fell down again. I can't catch it. I can't catch it. The big idiot just can't catch it. Qiao Feng, look at how stupid he is. He tried dozens of times, but he can't even catch a doll. Ren Xiaoyao was usually arranged to stay in St. Medic Hall in Warrior Town by her family. She was almost suffocated. Now that she finally had a chance to come out, Ren Xiaoyao let loose like a child. Seeing Yang Wei fail again and again, Ren Xiaoyao jumped up and down, completely ignoring Yang Wei's gloomy expression. After failing 22 times in a row, Yang Wei lost confidence in himself. Damn it! Who owns this lousy amusement park? There's something wrong with the machine. Yang Wei started to find excuses for himself again. Is there something wrong with the machine? I'll give it a try. Qin Feng, who was standing at the side, laughed so hard that his heart was cramping. Seeing that Qin Feng wanted to give it a try, Yang Wei immediately said sarcastically, Hurry up and give it a try. There's definitely something wrong with this machine. If you can catch a doll today, Wow! Darling, you're so awesome. You caught it in 1 try. I like this big yellow man. Before Yang Wei could finish his words, Ren Xiaoyao widened her eyes and clapped her hands. When Yang Wei saw Qin Feng easily pull out the biggest doll, he quickly swallowed the rest of the sentence he was about to say. Ren Xiaoyao really liked this doll. She was so excited that she hugged Qin Feng. Qin Feng felt a softness pressing against his chest. He couldn't help but look down. Ren Xiaoyao didn't think about these things. She started to show off to Yang Wei again. You can't catch it even after trying so many times, but my Qiao Feng caught it in one try. You're so stupid. Yang Wei was humiliated by Ren Xiaoyao, but he couldn't think of a retort. Ahem, this kind of game doesn't require any skill. I usually don't play it. Brat, do you dare to race with me? I'll give you a handicap for one lap. Yang Wei's temper flared. He looked around the amusement park. Since he was familiar with all the games here, he randomly picked a game for racing. Qin Feng didn't refuse. As the #1 hedonist of Acropolis City, Qin Feng had never lost a game. Qin Feng and Yang Wei found 2 empty race cars, put in a coin, and started the race. Ren Xiaoyao stood behind Qin Feng. The game hadn't even started, but she was already cheering for Qin Feng and Yang Wei to kill himself. Yang Wei's eyes rolled back, and his eyeballs almost popped out. TSK, with your lousy skills, you still have the nerve to say you'll give my Qiao Feng a handicap? You've already been left behind by Qiao Feng 3 times, and you still have the nerve to say that? The race ended quickly because Qin Feng drove too fast. Yang Wei was still sitting in the car, and he couldn't come back to his senses. He used to be the little tyrant of the gaming world and the little prodigy of acting tough. How come all his acting tough skills were useless today? No, I still want to compete with you in the King of Fighters. 5 minutes later, Qin Feng defeated Yang Wei by himself. Yang Wei couldn't hold it in anymore. If you have the guts, let's compete again. Qin Feng's song was perfect, and Yang Wei was so scared that his body started to tremble. Why don't we compete again on the dance machines? After an explosive dance song, Qin Feng's screen was full of SSS, and Yang Wei was so tired that he fell on the dance machine. Yang Wei competed with Qin Feng in more than a dozen games, and he lost every single one. Even Ren Xiaoyao was stunned. She usually practiced alchemy and rarely came to the amusement park to play. Today, Ren Xiaoyao finally saw the god of the amusement park, and her heart was filled with admiration for Qin Feng. Young Master Yang, do you want to compete a few more times? Qin Feng looked at Yang Wei with a smile. Yang Wei felt a burst of anger in his heart. He finally understood that Qin Feng was using him as cannon fodder to step on to show off. You still want to compete? I'll play with you. Yang Wei suddenly jumped up. He was completely enraged by Qin Feng. Compared to the gaming equipment, Yang Wei was better at gambling. Young Master Yang, what do you want to compete in? Let's compete in gambling. Do you dare? Yang Wei looked at Qin Feng proudly. In order to win money, he specially went to Hong Kong to learn from a gambling master. If it was a game of cards, Yang Wei was confident that he could win. Qin Feng was stunned. He had just returned from the King of Gambling tournament in Hong Kong, and now he was the international gambling king. Young Master Yang, why don't you change to another game? This game is not fair. Qin Feng was too embarrassed to compete in gambling. Yang Wei didn't listen to Qin Feng's advice. He thought Xiao Feng was afraid. Let's play gambling. Do you have the guts? If you don't have the guts, stay away from Yao Yao. Yang Wei arrogantly stared at Qin Feng. He felt that he had finally found the right way. Okay, if you want to play cards, then I can only satisfy you. But there must be a stake, or else it will be boring. Yang Wei insisted on playing cards, and Qin Feng couldn't stop him. Yang Wei was so excited that he almost jumped up. Even if Qin Feng didn't mention the stake, Yang Wei would still say it. He couldn't wait to win more money from Qin Feng to vent his anger. Okay, then let's play with money. I'll play with you no matter how big it is. Yang Wei agreed without thinking. Qin Feng shook his head and said, playing with money is boring. I'm not interested. Then what do you want to play? How about this? We both come from the pharmacy, and we have a lot of pills on us. Let's use pills as the stake. Do you dare to play? Qin Feng had an evil smile on his face. Yang Wei shouted excitedly, damn it, let's play with pills. I'll play with pills of any rank. AA 2705221. Chapter 786. Seeing that Yang Wei had taken the bait, Qin Feng looked at Ren Xiaoyao and said, Yao Yao, what do you think? Ren Xiaoyao was slightly stunned and said foolishly, I don't know. If you want to play cards with him, then play. Qin Feng smiled and said, okay. So you agree? Ren Xiaoyao felt that Qin Feng's smile was strange, but she couldn't figure it out for a while. Oh, I agree. I'll cheer for you. Ren Xiaoyao clenched her fist and made a cheering gesture. Qin Feng chuckled and hugged her as they walked to a nearby table. Qin Feng and Yang Wei were already sitting face to face. Qin Feng looked at Ren Xiaoyao and said, Yao Yao, you don't have to cheer for me. Take out all the pills you have and place your bet. Ren Xiaoyao was startled. She finally figured out what was wrong. She was careless and was led into a ditch by Qin Feng again. I didn't bring any pills today. Why you go and play by yourself? I'm leaving first. Ren Xiaoyao suddenly recalled the time when she was tricked by Green Wolf in Ghost Mountain. That time, she was truly afraid of being tricked. Now that she heard that he wanted her to take out the pill, Ren Xiaoyao immediately ran. Ah, Xiao Feng, let go of me. Ren Xiaoyao hadn't even taken 2 steps when she suddenly felt someone hugging her tightly. Qin Feng's naughty laughter rang in her ears. Yao Yao, you're not being honest. We're lovers. You won't even let me borrow some pills from you? Ren Xiaoyao struggled with all her might, but she couldn't break free. I really didn't bring any pills. Qin Feng understood everything when he saw Ren Xiaoyao's big, round eyes. Is that so? Then I can only search by myself. Let me think, if I were a woman, where would I hide the pills? That's right, the chest and buttocks are the best hiding places. The corner of Ren Xiaoyao's mouth twitched. You're the one who hid the pills in your butt and chest. Ren Xiaoyao knew she couldn't hide. She was afraid that Qin Feng would really make a move, so she quickly fished out 2 pills from her clothes. Here you go. Just these 2 bottles. Qin Feng snatched the 2 jade bottles, but he didn't let go of little demon Ren. Yao Yao, you must have more on you. Hurry up and take them out. If you trust me, I'll help you in all the pills on that idiot's body. How about we split them 50-50? Qin Feng pressed his lips against Ren Xiaoyao's ear and blew hot air into her ear. Ren Xiaoyao felt her body go limp and numb, and she collapsed into Qin Feng's embrace. Are you serious? Ren Xiaoyao felt that her actions with Qin Feng were a bit too ambiguous, and she wanted to struggle free from Qin Feng. Of course it's true. Did you forget how I won the game earlier? Qin Feng continued to tempt little demon. Then let go of me first. Ren Xiaoyao had no other choice but to give in. Qin Feng pulled Ren Xiaoyao back to the table and sat down. Ren Xiaoyao pouted and reluctantly fished out a large pile of pills. This time, Ren Xiaoyao didn't hide anything. She took out all the pills she could, and they piled up into a small hill in front of Qin Feng. Qin Feng stared straight at them, as expected of the sacred medic hall's heiress. Whoever marries this girl in the future won't have to worry about cultivation pills. Qin Feng sighed with emotion. Yang Wei's eyes lit up, and he stared at the pills on the table and swallowed his saliva. Ren Xiaoyao couldn't do anything to Xiao Feng, so she vented her resentment on Yang Wei. She suddenly slammed the table and shouted, What are you looking at? Hurry up and take out all the pills you brought. If you have fewer pills than I have, then we won't gamble with you. Yang Wei finally came back to his senses. Without thinking too much, he quickly took out all the treasures and elixirs he had hidden on his body and placed them on the table. The Yang family was worthy of being one of the 4 major families in the provincial capital. The number of pills Yang Wei took out was no less than Ren Xiaoyao's, and they piled up into a small hill. The Yang family's main business was the Yang family's Chamber of Commerce, which specialized in all kinds of pills and spiritual weapons needed by martial artists. The Yang family's Chamber of Commerce and the Sacred Medic Hall were different from the blacksmith shop. They were not affiliated with the Martial Artist Alliance, and their pills and spiritual weapons were slightly inferior to the Sacred Medic Hall and the blacksmith shop. However, their prices were relatively low, and they became the choice of many martial artists. Yang Wei took out the pills on both sides and placed them on the table. He looked like he couldn't wait to start the game. Kid, tell me, what do you want to play? Yang Wei looked at Qin Feng fearlessly. Qin Feng didn't know whether to laugh or cry when a rookie who had learned some martial arts asked such a question in front of the international gambling king. You decide. The result will be the same no matter what you play, Qin Feng said honestly. Yang Wei obviously misunderstood Qin Feng's meaning. He also thought that Qin Feng would lose no matter what he played. Humph. Kid, you're quite aware. This young master admires this. Do you plan to follow me in the future and be my henchman? Yang Wei stared at Qin Feng triumphantly. He felt that he could get back at Qin Feng for the humiliation he had suffered earlier. Let's not talk about this first. Let's play cards first. Okay, let's play something simple. We'll compare who's big and who's small. From ace to old K, there are a total of 13 cards. Each of us will draw one card. Whoever has the biggest card wins. Yang Wei said. This card game was really simple, but Qin Feng liked it. This way, he could win faster. Okay, then let's start. If you don't have any objections, let Yao Yao deal the cards for us. Qin Feng agreed. If the beautiful Yao Yao is willing to deal the cards, I'll be happy to. Yang Wei put on a pose that he thought was very handsome and looked at Ren Xiao Yao with a smile. Ren Xiao Yao felt nauseous, but in order to win Yang Wei's pill, she dealt the cards with a cold face. Qin Feng and Yang Wei sat on one side. Qin Feng's expression was calm, as if he didn't care about this game at all. Yang Wei's gaze fell on Ren Xiao Yao's hand, but he wasn't peeking at her. Instead, he was seriously memorizing the cards. The 13 cards were very easy to memorize. Moreover, Ren Xiao Yao obviously didn't play cards much. Her shuffling skills made Yang Wei speechless. Qin Feng couldn't bear to look at her. After tossing and turning for a while, Ren Xiao Yao finally finished shuffling the cards. The 13 cards were shuffled back and forth by her. It felt like she was shuffling mahjong. Darling, I'll let you touch first. Ren Xiao Yao naturally stood on Qin Feng's side. After all, Xiao Feng promised to help her win Yang Wei's pill. After shuffling the cards, Ren Xiao Yao looked at Qin Feng and gave all the benefits to Qin Feng. Regarding this action, Yang Wei didn't care at all. He believed that even if Qin Feng drew his card first, he would still lose. This was because Yang Wei had already memorized old K's cards. Unless Qin Feng was extremely lucky, he would be able to draw old K away. Young Master Yang, do you have any objections if I touch the cards first? Qin Feng looked at Yang Wei with a smile. Of course not. You can touch as much as you want. Yang Wei put on a heroic posture. Then before we touch the cards, how about we put in the chips first? This is a good idea. I agree with both hands. Yang Wei was overjoyed. He looked as if he was deeply afraid that Qin Feng would go back on his words. As soon as he finished speaking, Yang Wei threw 5 small jade bottles on the table. Let's warm up first. These 5 jade bottles contain first-grade miraculous pills. There are healing pills, blood circulation pills, bone-nourishing pills. After throwing the pills, Yang Wei looked at Qin Feng and said with a smile, you throw 5 bottles of pills of similar quality. Although first-grade miraculous pills were the lowest grade among the pills, they were still very precious. A bottle of healing pills and bone-nourishing pills in the St. Medic Hall was worth more than 200,000. Ordinary martial artists didn't dare to buy them easily. As for ordinary people in the secular world, they had never heard of these miraculous pills. Qin Feng didn't know what kind of pills were in Ren Xiao Yao's jade bottles. He glanced at Ren Xiao Yao. Ren Xiao Yao understood. After hesitating for a while, she picked out 5 jade bottles with a distressed expression and threw them on the table. Let's start. Hurry up and draw your cards. Seeing Qin Feng's pills on the table, Yang Wei couldn't sit still anymore and urged Qin Feng impatiently. Ren Xiao Yao was nervous. Her little hands were covered in a layer of sweat, and she didn't know where to put her cards. Only Qin Feng remained calm and unhurriedly drew one of the 13 cards. As soon as Qin Feng drew his card, the smug smile on Yang Wei's face froze because Qin Feng had drawn the biggest card. Old K, young Master Yang, why are you standing there? Hurry up and draw your cards. Qin Feng didn't even open his cards after drawing them. He looked at Yang Wei with a smile. Rin Xiao Yao didn't know how to play cards, so she didn't understand anything. She kept glancing at Qin Feng with an expectant gaze. Her big, watery eyes seemed to be able to speak. People who didn't know better would think that Rin Xiao Yao was courting Qin Feng. Ahem. Are you sure you want to draw that card? I don't think it's a big card. Why don't I give you another chance? Yang Wei's voice sounded weak. It's a small card. I want this one. Qin Feng flatly rejected Yang Wei's suggestion, forcing Yang Wei to be impatient. I'll let you win this round. I won't draw anymore. You win. Yang Wei was sure that Qin Feng had old K. If he continued to draw, it would be futile. When the time came, he would be slapped in the face. Yang Wei simply didn't draw his cards and admitted defeat. Qin Feng's expression didn't change, but he was laughing in his heart. Rin Xiao Yao still hadn't regained her senses. Did he win so easily? Yao Yao, what are you waiting for? Hurry up and take the 5 jade bottles and continue to deal. Qin Feng glared at Rin Xiao Yao and slapped her perky butt. Rin Xiao Yao was startled. After she regained her senses, she didn't care about Qin Feng taking advantage of her. Instead, she danced with joy. Wah! We won, we won. We won against that big idiot. Rin Xiao Yao never cared about other people's feelings. She took Yang Wei's pills and scolded him for being a retard. Yang Wei's tears almost flowed down. Soon, Rin Xiao Yao shuffled the cards and the second round began. Darling, you draw first. Rin Xiao Yao still let Qin Feng draw first. Yang Wei's heart thumped. He wanted to refute, but Qin Feng spoke first. Young Master Yang, I heard that you're a famous rich young master in the capital. You're proficient in eating, drinking, whoring, and gambling. Then I won't be polite with you. This round, I'll draw first. Yang Wei swallowed back the words that were about to come out of his throat. Since Qin Feng had praised him to this extent, Yang Wei was too embarrassed to fight for the chance to draw first. Ahem, you really have good eyes. You draw first. My card skills are invincible, so I'll let you have it. Otherwise, you'll say that I'm bullying you when you lose all your pills. Yang Wei's acting was very good. Qin Feng was about to die from laughter. Qin Feng's big hand casually drew a card. Yang Wei was so scared that he jumped up. Isn't this too fucking weird? This time, Qin Feng grabbed old K again. Yang Wei's sudden actions scared Rin Xiao Yao. Rin Xiao Yao was so stupid that she couldn't understand the situation. She glared at Yang Wei coldly. Young Master Yang, are you having an epileptic fit? Or is your brain cramping? Qin Feng looked at Yang Wei with a look of concern. Yang Wei almost fainted from anger. AA 2705221. Chapter 787. Don't you know how to talk? You're the one with epilepsy. Yang Wei had obviously lost this round, and he was even called epilepsy by Qin Feng. He was so angry that his lungs were about to explode. Oh, so it's not epilepsy? Then it's rabies. It's more or less the same anyway. Qin Feng shrugged indifferently. When Rin Xiao Yao heard that Yang Wei had rabies, she was so scared that she quickly distanced herself from Yang Wei. Yang Wei's mouth twitched, and he glared at Qin Feng fiercely before sitting back down. I don't want to play this round either. I'll just have to pity you, you stinking beggar. Yang Wei admitted defeat without even drawing his cards. 5 bottles of grade 2 elixirs were tossed onto the table. Rin Xiao Yao looked like a little miser. Her eyes sparkled as she quickly hugged all the elixirs in her arms. Ha! Darling, you're the best. Rin Xiao Yao started to believe Qin Feng's words. It was indeed not a bad thing to follow this ancestor of cheating. Cut the crap. Hurry up and shuffle the cards. Let's continue. Yang Wei grumbled as he looked at Qin Feng and Rin Xiao Yao. Rin Xiao Yao's face darkened, and she shouted angrily, Why are you so fierce? I'll let my darling win all your elixirs and piss you off. After Little Demon complained, she immediately became happy again. As she shuffled the cards, she stared at the various medicine bottles in front of Yang Wei. Her eyes were like a hungry wolf's, making Yang Wei want to curse. Darling, this round, Rin Xiao Yao habitually let Qin Feng touch the cards first after she shuffled the cards. This time, Yang Wei disagreed. Before Qin Feng could start, Yang Wei jumped up to stop him. Hey! Although this young master is broad-minded and doesn't care about trifles, there must be rules in a game of cards. Each person touches the cards first. How can you let him touch the cards first? Yang Wei looked at Rin Xiao Yao angrily. He couldn't understand how Xiao Feng was better than him. Could it be that Miss Run has a congenital defect? Or is Xiao Feng really a bastard? Yang Wei couldn't help but glance at Qin Feng's crotch. TSK, why are you so stingy? Doesn't it make a difference who draws the cards first? What a good-for-nothing. Yang Wei suffered a loss and was even looked down upon by Rin Xiaoyao. He really wanted to die of grievance. Qin Feng didn't care about the order of drawing the cards. He waved his hand and said, "All right, I'll let young Master Yang draw first this round. But I want to play big this round. I'll bet all of my pills. Does young Master Yang dare to follow?" Qin Feng beamed at Yang Wei. Yang Wei was so excited that he almost had a heart attack. This round, Qin Feng agreed to let him draw his cards first. Yang Wei was 100% sure that he would win this round. Without thinking too much, Yang Wei slammed the table and stood up. "Ha! I like playing cards with straightforward people like you. Don't say anything else. I'll place my bet first." Everyone, follow up. Yang Wei was so excited that he directly pushed all the jade bottles in front of him to the middle of the table. Looking at those jade bottles, little Monster Run wanted to rush over and snatch them away. "Yao Yao, let him draw his cards first." Qin Feng's expression was indifferent as he threw all the pills Rin Xiaoyao took out onto the table. Rin Xiaoyao finally regained some of her rationality. This round of shuttle toad was too sudden. She was so scared that her body trembled uncontrollably. Although Rin Xiaoyao was the daughter of the St. Medic Hall, she didn't dare to be so wasteful. If Qin Feng really lost this round, Rin Xiaoyao swore that she would kill him with her own hands. "Darling, why don't you draw your cards first?" Rin Xiaoyao didn't want Yang Wei to draw his cards first. Although she didn't know how to play cards, she could feel that if Yang Wei drew his cards first, he would most likely lose this round. Yang Wei threw all the pills on the table. Rin Xiaoyao suddenly changed her mind, and Yang Wei disagreed. "Miss Run, don't break the rules of the game. Please give me your cards." Qin Feng looked at Rin Xiaoyao and nodded. After some internal struggle, Rin Xiaoyao unwillingly pushed her cards in front of Yang Wei. Yang Wei had been staring at Old K for a long time. He easily picked out the biggest card, Old K, from the 13 cards. He placed the card in front of him and let out a long sigh of relief. He instantly became arrogant and haughty. "Ha! Ha! Stinking brat, you can draw whatever you want. No matter what card you draw, I'll make you lose everything this round." Yang Wei couldn't stop grinning. He looked as scary as a wild beast. Rin Xiaoyao's little heart jumped to her throat. The uneasiness in her heart grew stronger. She could only clench her fists and look at Qin Feng nervously. Rin Xiaoyao pushed her cards in front of Qin Feng. Qin Feng didn't draw his cards. He looked at Yang Wei and said with a smile, "Young Master Yang, why don't you look at your cards first? Maybe I won't even need to draw my cards after you show them." Qin Feng's words made Yang Wei laugh even more arrogantly. "Ha ha, brat, you're very self-aware. You guessed it right. Once I show you this card, you won't even need to draw your cards anymore. Brat, open your dog eyes wide and look." Yang Wei arrogantly began to flip his cards. Rin Xiaoyao was so nervous that she broke out in a cold sweat. "Pa!" When the cards landed on the table, Yang Wei and Rin Xiaoyao were instantly dumbfounded. Qin Feng had already stood up and unhurriedly gathered all the pills on the table to his side. "Huh? Looks like my luck is really good today. Young Master Yang actually drew the smallest ace. I won this round without even drawing my cards." Yang Wei's eyes widened, and his face was filled with disbelief. At this moment, Rin Xiaoyao finally understood what Xiao Feng meant when he said there was no need to flip the cards. Rin Xiaoyao had always thought that he would lose this round. "Wow, we won, we really won. Xiao Feng, you're too awesome." After Rin Xiaoyao regained her composure, she went crazy She leaped into Qin Feng's embrace and hugged him as they jumped and swayed. Who knew how many times their bodies rubbed against each other? Xiao Feng, let's quickly divide the pills of that idiot. After jumping for a while, Rin Xiaoyao stopped. She grabbed the pill bottles and stuffed them into her red Cheongsam skirt. The Cheongsam skirt didn't seem to have much space, so Qin Feng had no idea where Rin Xiaoyao had stuffed the pills. Qin Feng also started to throw the pill bottles into the Emerald Spirit Ring. The two of them were like bandits who had entered a village. The jade bottles that Yang Wei had taken out were all snatched away in a few moments. This is a grade 2 inner vitality pill, and this is a Scarlet Moon pill. Wow, there are grade 4 blood chi pills here. These should be chi, strengthening pills, and demonic pills. Ah, Xiao Feng, I'm so lucky. I have a bottle of grade 5 essence gathering pills and water spirit pills. Rin Xiaoyao's screams didn't stop. Fortunately, the gaming equipment on the first floor was very noisy. Otherwise, everyone would think that Rin Xiaoyao had suddenly gone crazy. Qin Feng and Rin Xiaoyao didn't care about Yang Wei's feelings at all. They cheered and screamed in front of him. Yang Wei's heart was dripping blood as he watched the pills he had brought with him being divided up cleanly by the two of them. Bang! A loud noise suddenly exploded. Without any warning, Yang Wei slammed his palm on the card table. The wooden card table was broken into 2 halves. How is this possible? I clearly touched old Keijiang. How did it turn into little A? Was it you? You did it, didn't you? Yang Wei regained his senses with great difficulty. He began to suspect that Qin Feng was cheating again. Before Qin Feng could say anything, Yang Wei's action of smashing the card table attracted a group of security guards. Security guards rushed to Yang Wei's side and stared at him like a tiger watching its prey. You bastard! Why did you smash our card table? Are you here to cause trouble? Yang Wei was in a fit of rage. When he saw the 4 security guards, he naturally didn't care about them. Slap! Yang Wei raised his hand and slapped the security captain, sending him flying. Motherfucker, open your dog eyes and see clearly. Do you think I'm someone you can yell at? I just smashed a card table. I'm warning you. If you dare to provoke me again, I'll find someone to smash your entire store. Feng Yun Fun City was built in Hepping Town. Yang Wei didn't care about such a remote town. He wasn't worried that Feng Yun Fun City had a powerful backer. The remaining 3 security guards stared at Yang Wei with their mouths agape. How dare someone make trouble in Feng Yun Fun City? This brat is done for. Just you wait. I'll call young Master Li to kill you. One of the security guards turned around and fled because he knew he was no match for Yang Wei. The other 2 security guards were a step slower and were kicked to the ground by Yang Wei. Motherfucker, how dare you threaten me? You're courting death. Yang Wei vented his anger on the other 2 security guards when he saw that the informant had run far away. Their bones were broken by Yang Wei's stomps, and they felt extremely wronged. Yang Wei, who had been sullen for the whole morning, could finally vent his anger. As if he couldn't hear the security guards' screams and begging for mercy, he stomped on the 3 security guards like a madman. After an unknown amount of time, a large group of people came down from Feng Yun Fun City's tower. At the front of the group was a weirdo whose face was covered by a black cloak. Beside him was a youngster in a suit and leather shoes. Behind them were the informant and 5 new underlings. As soon as these people came down, Qin Feng's heart tightened. Aren't they Ghostface Mountain Man and Li Xiaojie? Seeing that Li Xiaojie was still alive, Qin Feng admired his tenacious vitality from the bottom of his heart. During the first battle in the Amethyst Dragon Palace, Qin Feng had pierced Li Xiaojie's heart with his spear of rat halos and killed him. Later, Qin Feng discovered that Li Xiaojie was still alive when he was doing a mission in Feng Yun Fun City. Qin Feng had Zhang Tianhua dissect Li Xiaojie and removed one of his kidneys. Unexpectedly, Li Xiaojie was still alive. The second time Qin Feng came to Feng Yun Fun City, he met Li Xiaojie again and asked Dr. Zhang to dissect Li Xiaojie. He found that all the organs in Li Xiaojie's body were from a corpse. When Qin Feng dissected Li Xiaojie for the second time, he replaced Li Xiaojie's kidney with a wolf's heart and a dog's heart. He thought that Li Xiao Jie would definitely die this time. However, when Qin Feng saw that Li Xiao Jie's qi and blood were normal, he was at a loss. Young Master Li, it's that brat who did this. He beat up our brothers and destroyed our place. Young Master Li, you have to uphold justice for us. Li Xiao Jie had already walked to Yang Wei's side. The informant pointed at Yang Wei and began to complain. When Yang Wei saw so many people coming, especially the strange man in the black robe, who emitted a gloomy aura, Yang Wei's arrogant and despotic confidence disappeared in an instant. Who are you? Why are you causing trouble in my place? Li Xiao Jie's voice was ice cold. Yang Wei's heart began to tremble. However, he pretended to be calm and said, "Look carefully. I'm from the Yang family, one of the 4 major families in the provincial capital. I'll destroy your shabby place if I want to." Bang! As soon as Yang Wei's voice fell, a muffled sound came from his chest. Before the crowd could react, Yang Wei had already fallen on a racing machine more than 10 meters away, scaring the row of people who were racing. Thump! As soon as Yang Wei landed, Li Xiao Jie's foot had already stepped on his leg. Crack! Yang Wei's leg bone was broken, and he let out a miserable wail. The entire amusement park suddenly fell into silence. Li Xiao Jie's attack was lightning fast, and his figure flickered. Until now, no one understood why they suddenly started fighting. AA2705221, that you're tuning into the Romance Rendezvous YouTube channel. We're so grateful for your support, and don't forget to subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through captivating stories. Your generosity through donations truly makes a world of difference, as it's the primary source of revenue that allows me to expand and enhance this channel for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this adventure.